You know this angel? Vouch for me. We've helped each other.
Thoras does not know the angel, but Thoras is also confused as to what is going on.
As am I. Help me if you can.
Alan, I have not known you much time, but you seem okay.
A rousing vouch. Thank you, Thoras. You remember when I let you borrow my car? You remember when I gave all of that money to orphan children? You remember when when I gave you those spare tickets that I had to that concert?
Thoras does not remember much. Thoras can only remember falling through the sky and looking very cool.
Well, one aspect of our society,
daily value, huh? What's the matter with you? They raise you stupid or something?
One great aspect of our society that I love so much is that we have what's called an intermediary good.
Can I eat it?
I mean, you could.
I'm in. Let's go. Fuck, my balls are so hot.
It in the same way that one can eat the dirt of the ground or the air of the sky.
Ariana will go back and say, Sig, is Nightshade gonna kill Garnet in this situation?
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
That's also not a yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's not helpful.
We're dealing with magic we've never experienced before, Ariana.
Oh, God. Ariana's gonna try to absorb elements.
Okay, what element are you absorbing?
Dark.
Is that on the list of elements you can absorb with the spell?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Alex melts away and vanishes, replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Yes. Yes.
He...
Except that his eyes are wrong. They're filled with piercing blue light.
Oh, damn. This room is about to get good.
Got blue eyes, too?
Oh my god, he's like so smart.
And Tarsamore also saved. So yeah, the woman is the only one who suffered in this. We live in a
The
fucking
woman's
society.
the dumb one. Oh, the dice. Dice
That's
are sexist.
okay. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link when it comes to rituals.
Oh, now women are weak. I love this campaign.
Wait, what do you...
It is easy to see it more accurately from outside of the situation than inside of the situation.
Right.
I suppose that's why you have the friends that you have around you.
Kind of like claps her hands together. One of my favorite sayings is trash can, not trash cannot. So just do it.
Didn't realize your level up gave you an extra level in philosopher.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I honestly have very little confidence in saying I understand what you mean by that.
Okay. Just do it.
Understandable. Have a nice...
Explain the bang, old man.
Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy, or a mommy and a mommy, well, or a daddy, or when two people love each other very much.
I'd like to be mind wiped.
There's Obliviax Moss available. Talk to the Court of Reverie about that. So, everybody gets up and starts...
Ooh, addition.
Hunting horns, strength to the predators, woe to the prey. All right. That means somebody has to assert their dominance to gain an advantage. Whoever doesn't is we call that the Alexander bookmark.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
All right.
Got a stick in the book.
Thank you for ruining the subtlety of that entire moment. Just flat out saying it.
I remember leg day saying it. It's just so funny.
Oh God,
To
editing
clear the
that.
air. There's
funny.
no dick in the book. Just to clear the
I mean,
air.
he
Just-
has
just
his
no
back.
dick in the book.
Well,
Just
he's-
two
he's got
vague,
the book back.
sweaty stains.
walking in Alex's area. It's gonna be.
No wonder
Oh,
he went and
gosh.
stole it.
Yeah, I needed it back.
What about Una?
What about it? What about him?
You think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just is there other plans?
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Freestyle.
Okay, everyone, just believe in yourself, okay? You need to be able to just stretch your bony little arms out and let go of Bolshaya. Richard Simmons, by the way, in case no one realizes what I'm doing. And I'm going to hit some persuasion.
Oh, we're gonna grind your bones to dust and then we'll lick it with our tongue. And every time we put you in the oven, we're gonna make it grow and get so yummy. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be tasty, just like we should. You're gonna die.
The wolf. Listen.
If you'll allow it.
If you allow it, I like to skin the wolf's head and place it on Mr. Sir Thomas to disguise him poorly as not a cow.
You're just making him wear stinky skin.
Like a mask. Like a mask. Mask off. Look at mask off. Yeah, like that. It's so close.
It's a were-cow. Okay. You can certainly try. We're gonna go ahead and leave you cheerfully peeling the face off of this dead wolf. So that you can stick it on your cow's head. And I'm gonna just drop that mental image with everybody. Knock, 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 knock.
Wake up, bitch, we're going shopping.
Yep, this tracks. Yep, sorry, Balvi. Go back to sleep again. Goes.
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
Goes, answers the door, probably steps outside. Just to not disturb Belvy.
They would have gotten Athalor first because he's on the way. How would they have collected Athalor?
17. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. This probably isn't going to be a big deal. Where'd my unarmed strikes go? Oh well.
This is where I get power word killed.
Oh
One night
no!
spell.
He's not a wizard anymore. He's a single-celled amoeba that's just gonna try to grab you. Oh my god! Natural 20. Yeah, you get shoved into his pocket. You get shoved into John's bag of holding. God.
Not again! Twice in one day.
Mason and Athalor, swept up along in the fey magic of this party, said something particularly heinous about the professor who just dropped a pop quiz on them. Something incredibly insulting and a little bit louder than you intended.
Cancelled.
About Mason and Athalor, Tio doesn't read. What level spell is Twit longer?
Hi. Okay, describe this devil's fate at the claws of Slobber Chops.
He gets like whipped around, lands on his head, still like conscious and alive, Slobs just starts like going at his ass, just like and just disembowels him.
Oh.
Like I imagine the camera pans away and you hear a sound like a wood chipper, and you just gore spewing off to the side. It's like somewhat,
And then-
discretionary shot, but everybody
His
knows
legs
it's
are like,
And then
"Gah!"
Slobberchops' face comes up into the screen, covered in gore, and it just does the one lick, the one like aggressive face lick. Yep.
I hate exactly what it is. I hate everything I stand for.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do
Perception, you
better.
said?
Perception. 22.
Oh, there
All
we
right.
go.
I'm going to go ahead and simulate what happens here real quick.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ah, shiver me timbers!
Well, yeah.
Well, shit. Alright, I think it's time to go check on Deadeye then, eh?
I take a closer look, but do not touch it.
Again, it's about yay big, beautifully carved, smells like fresh cedar. Like it's very aromatic with that almost sweet wood smell, and clearly hand carved, handcrafted.
Oh my God.
The lid slides off. It's carved into grooves on top of the box.
Could be a mirror in there.
Okay, who did that?
My bad. I just
Who
saw a
did
card. I thought it was cool. I was supposed to click that.
This is why we don't let you drive the car.
It was just like, cool, there's cards.
And it was the void too. That's like
Oh.
this cat one shot is the most heinous betrayal and morally compromising action I've seen in a campaign, and I run supervillain games.
No, but like, what charisma? What am I doing?
Wisdom saving throw. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
I swear to God, I'm gonna murder you, Maddie. Okay. Okay. Wisdom. Fuck me.
Oh no.
No, so this is what happens. Ready? I go, come out, and then I hear put him back. I go, radio.
Yeet.
And then I go, yeet. So, what does the hungry dark feel like? Do you smell anything?
I don't know if it's what I'm smelling, but it often smells a little bit like baked goods.
Well, that sounds lovely.
That does not.
Like cinnamony?
Ariana, no.
It's called the hungry dark.
Not hungry for the food. Hungry for dark.
But it's weird that it smells like something good. If it's
Wait.
supposed to be bad.
Are you hungry dark affiliate too? Ariana?
Huh?
Because you smell food all the time.
But I'm just hungry. I don't think I'm dark.
I had one thing left to
Mhm.
do, and now she's getting frustrated because this motherfucker not listening.
Mhm.
So, as like maybe blood is coming out of her nose or something from
Only a
the
little.
necrotic damage,
Mhm.
we'll just kind of start laughing, and we'll place the open book on her face like a mask, and say, "You will be alone just like me," in the exact word that Seosh said in that one time.
Welcome everybody to Coriander Society Adventures. I'm tormented by gnomes and everything is working perfectly. Nothing is scuffed. Everyone can hear me. Life is good and there's a rainbow. I am joined today by Drozy, LaFawn, and Ninjaman Matt. None of whose labels underneath their names accurately represent their character level anymore. Because I am
That's right, we're level 15 now.
Yep, we done leveled up to level 17.
Oh, I thought we were 18.
Look,
Did
I
that
know I'm
happen?
an English major,
That's
but I
right.
can do math when it comes to games, okay? Games and money, I can do math.
Listen, we had an opportunity to say we were higher level than we actually were, and level 20 is what we're at.
Yeah, exactly. We're really excited to go epic, but I think we should finish off where we're at now.
I agree. Our lives. Drozy, aside from tempting the wrath of the Dungeon Master with insolence, how are ya?
I'm good. Just been doing my thing. I started at a bat rehab, which meant I got to see the bats instead of out here. I get to see them up here.
Yay.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. LaFawn, what's going on?
That's the first time you said that. Just I want to highlight it. That's the specific
Damn.
rhyme
Holy crap.
on the show. So congrats.
Thank you.
Secondly,
something new.
What is going? I don't know. Yeah, nothing.
Okay, understandable. Have a nice day. Matt, nice hat.
Thank you. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Having a pretty nice day. Speaking of bats, I've been teaching my daughter a lot about animals and life, the universe, and everything. And one of the big conversation pieces that came up was rabies. So that's been a fun topic of discussion. And my daughter fully believes that if there is going to be a zombie apocalypse, it's going to happen not by all these crazy, silly ideas that science fiction and whatnot likes to come up with, and it's just going to be rabies. Because she's like, I'm describing rabies to her, and she's like, that sounds like zombies. I'm like, it is, dude. It's straight up, that's zombies. Yeah, it's a virus and everything. So there it is.
Well, congratulations on sucking the magic out of zombies for your daughter.
Don't worry, she hasn't learned D&D yet, so I can inject the magic right back into zombies.
Also, as I found out, she knows nothing about Middle Earth or Lord of the Rings, so everybody shame Matt for failing as a parent.
Still really young. I mean, like the Silmarillion is a big read right now. Like I'm still on the Hobbit.
Who
You know
said
what I mean?
anything about the Silmarillion? Holy crap.
Honestly, okay, I will say my introduction to Tolkien was the Silmarillion.
Yeah, but you're weird.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
I mean, that's
can't
fair.
even get my wife to watch the movies with me, let alone read the books.
I read the
So-
Silmarillion when I was too young to be reading it, and that's why all my writing just is, it's more like history than fiction, That's why it's hard for me to write
Yes.
narrative.
13, I think, when I first read the Silmarillion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a heavy book.
It's a heavy book. It's like,
Well,
I
didn't.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I didn't do a lot of books like that when I was a kid. I was reading C Spot Run at the appropriate age. You know what I mean? And so I didn't even see Lord of the Rings until it came out in theaters. I did not know about that stuff. I wasn't exposed to, despite my background in D&D at the young tender age of prepubescence. I was very much not indoctrinated into that realm of
You weren't-
things.
All I'm
You weren't
hearing is
homeschooled
three of-
enough.
No,
all I'm
I
hearing
was
is
not
the three of
homeschooled.
us need to do the Bane copy pasta, but with the Lord of the Rings. To Matt's, you were introduced to Tolkien as an adult, as a man. I was born.
Yeah.
molded by it. Yeah.
All that time, and I could remember tons of stuff about Middle Earth history, but the moment.
Oh, you know what I did see though? Before seeing like the movies that Peter Jackson came out with,
fucking
I saw
Ralph Bakshi, huh?
Going Down to Goblin Town way back before I knew that was a thing. Like I saw I saw Lord of the Rings back when Aragorn was like a Native American. Like that's how old
And he wasn't wearing any pants.
He wasn't wearing any pants.
He was wearing like this short little mini tunic.
I think we can all
Remember
agree
I
that was the
saw
best
him.
rendition.
Oh yeah, and it was crazy because I'm like, why are they calling this guy a park ranger? It's very obvious this guy's a trailblazer or something. Like, This doesn't make any sense.
Some
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
Pathfinder.
I mean, the worst,
Some kind of a
the worst thing Peter Jackson ever did to us is that he didn't put Viggo Mortensen in a movie.
In a skirt, yeah. Mhm.
No, I think the worst thing
Already
he did
agree.
was the Three Hobbits movies,
Well, I mean,
or
yeah.
maybe Meet the Feebles.
Wait, what? Which one is that?
Meet the Feebles.
I'm not familiar.
It is the Feebles are Muppets, or they're puppets like the Muppets. Except there's a lot of drugs, sex, and violence.
Wait, so what's wrong with it?
Oh wow! Is that a hippo, like a sexy hippo lady? Because it looks like a
Yes.
sexy hippo
You have
lady.
Googled it. That is a sexy hippo lady. I will not be showing that on stream. I apologize to our audience for not showing you the sexy purple hippo lady.
Whoa, there is a lot of that bee is giving me nightmares. Why are his eyes so big?
And they actually ended up doing a reference to that in one of the Muppet movies, I think.
Oh, really?
Peter Jackson is in one of the movies as Peter Jackson. He like wants to
Oh.
produce a film or something, and they say, "Oh, Peter Jackson, I haven't seen you since that time that we met the Feebles."
Oh my god.
This weird crocodile thing is starting to kill
Memory
itself. That's not someone pointing a gun at it.
unlocked.
No,
Oh my
Josie,
gosh.
you've been exposed to this?
Uh-huh.
Holy crap!
Oh my god, this wasn't just a fever dream. What the fuck?
We have opened
Why
the
are they-
vaults of memory and unleashed
Why
an
are they called
ancient.
feeble?
I don't. The Feebles. You know, like
Oh, it's a comedy horror. Oh wow.
Yeah. Which is very Peter. Like all of Peter Jackson's. Anytime in Lord of the Rings that like something grotesque but funny happens with dismemberment or whatever. Like
Yeah.
when they're eating the guy and they're throwing entrails everywhere. That is
Yeah.
like Peter Jackson's origins. That's the stuff he used to make.
Oh yeah, no, I know that was a big left field thing that he did.
Mm-hmm.
The Lotor stuff. Wow.
Weird.
Yeah. Again, chat. I will
Holy
not be putting
crap.
the sexy purple hippo puppet on screen. You
Dude,
just
can I just read this real quick thing off real quick and then we can move on because this is wild.
Go ahead.
All right, the Feebles Variety Hour Theater Troupe is rehearsing with hopes of finding success through being chosen for a syndicated television show. Star performer Heidi, the hippopotamus, is insulted by a rat and pornographic director Trevor and complains to her boss and lover, Bletch, a sleazy walrus, unaware that he's having an affair with a Siamese cat named Samantha. Robert, a hedgehog, and the troupe's newest member, arrives and immediately falls in love with a poodle named Lucille. He successfully serenades her with encouragement from Arthur, the show's worm manager. We're not even halfway through the cast now. I'm going to just point that out.
It's an ensemble film.
Wow. That is some interesting stuff. I had no idea that that thing was a worm, but good to know. Should have been obvious to me, but it was.
Oh man,
I thought it was something else.
what a little journey we just went on.
Or what a big journey we're going on next.
Yes.
So you realize we have to go to the Feebles, right? That's going to be the next world that we land on. It's going to be a horror comedy Muppet world.
I categorically forbid that.
You know, typically I try to push back, but in this case, fair.
So Matt, all I'm hearing is that Welcome to Our Grimlock Days just has a spin-off that is going to have a very different genre.
Yeah, Days of Our Grimlock Lives is about to get insane. That is going to be.
Oh,
some
it was
wacky
so
stuff.
sane before.
Yeah.
I think we should remind our audience because it's been so long what Days of Our Grimlock Lives is all about.
I think the title speaks for itself, to be quite honest.
I mean, it's got everything. It's got boats on highways. It's got mutilated dog people. What more could you want? The only thing it's missing is card games on motorcycles, which we can have if we go to Muppet Feeble World or whatever.
You know, this is one of those things where you really had to be there, except you really didn't.
What if we call them? What if instead of calling them Muppets or Feebles, we can call them Meefles or like Muffles? You know?
Muffles is bad. Muffles does not work. What about Greebles?
Is that a thing already?
What?
Probably.
Greebles.
What is a Greeble?
We could do Feppets. Feppets isn't bad.
That one I like even less. Actually, that one's a no straight up.
Holy crap! So I talk about gribblies all the time. Gribblies are like if there's stuff on the floor, like dust and crunchy stuff, or like any little sort of particulate, or if you're eating like oatmeal and there's broken nuts in it, those are the gribblies. George Lucas created that term.
Huh.
Yeah. Greeblies,
Wow.
when they were adding like bric-a-brac onto the models when he was making Star Wars, he called them Greeblies.
That's right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's basically ribbons. It's fluff. It's ridiculous. Like, hey, this doesn't do anything but make things look cool. That's wild. Oh man, that's like half of Star Wars is just Greeblies.
Yep. And gulp shitto.
Gulp shit. Oh yeah, god damn it.
Star Wars name or random letters smashed together.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, have you played that game, Lord of the Rings character or antidepressant medication?
Yeah.
It is surprisingly hard.
Well, strictly speaking, Lord of the Rings came first, so
There.
Just to kind of slowly work us back into D&D from the topics that we've been on, considering the naming conventions. My daughter fully believes that one of her preschool mates from many years ago is a Fey princess because it's either that or the cat. She got a message from a leprechaun during Patrick's Day talking about this character that he serves named Rosalind, the Queen of the Red. And she's like, huh, hey, isn't our cat's name Rosalind? I'm like, oh, no. That's a different Rawinell. It's like, no, sounds close enough. It's got to be the cat. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not the cat. Like, I think I knew a Rosalind in preschool.
That's what she was talking about. Because I introduced her to Princess Rosalind, my spider, and she went off on.
Oh no!
She was like, oh, and like she was talking about like fairies
Oh,
and shit. And I
no.
was like, Princess Rosalind's a spider.
You have accidentally.
No, she's the queen of the
complicated
Fae.
lore.
Yeah, you totally have.
This is the lore
you
equivalent.
invoked the true name.
This is when they had an alien skull as a background prop in the Predator movies, and that's how Alien versus Predator became a thing. It was an accident. You just did that.
Oh no.
Actually, to be funny about that as well, my daughter now fully believes the Easter Bunny is an alien
I mean,
because I got pulled into a closet when we were searching for Easter Bunny stuff, and then she got a note from the Easter Bunny in one of her eggs. I told her to check her uncle's closet, because I trusted the uncles to do a few things for us, and yeah, I ended up getting pulled into said closet when I mentioned to her that, hey, I wonder if the Easter Bunny's in there, and she's like, no, Daddy, you check it, and I couldn't help myself, and I got pulled into the closet, and I went to the moon through a space elevator, apparently. How she worded it, because I came back with a chocolate bunny and she asked me what it looked like. I'm like, I couldn't really see much. It was really dark, but I saw this bright light and blinking and stuff. And she's like, dude, that's aliens, man. And I'm like, she's like, what did you see? I'm like, well, there was a tall figure. That's why I was like, I think she's like, how big is the Easter Bunny? I'm like, I think it was a large humanoid shape, but you know what? It either had like ears or horns. I couldn't tell. She's like, nope, that's an alien. The Easter Bunny is an alien from the moon. And I'm like, all right, fantastic. I love it. This is some new lore we're learning about.
Half of this is you coming up with things to entertain and add magic to your daughter's life, and the other half is her mutating the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Welcome to my life.
that describes the human condition, I think, perfectly.
Yeah. True. Okay. When last we left our heroes, I think we literally ended still in the depths of Avernus.
Oh gosh.
Because you had met with the dragon goddess Tiamat, John's warlock patron. Told her that Vlaakith, Lich Queen of the Githyanki, is seeking to consume the divine spark at the heart of her city, and thereby ascend and become a god. You asked for her help and an offering in exchange, and she asked for 3 artifacts in return. The divine spark, so she can have it instead of Vlaakith. so she can consume it and gain the power to break free of her bargain with Asmodeus that keeps her imprisoned here. 2, the Scepter of Ephemelon, the artifact that marks and signifies the alliance between the Githyanki and the Red Dragons. Named for one of her most powerful consorts, a red dragon of old. And Vlaakith's Crown of Corruption, which she uses to absorb the souls of all Githyanki that undergo ascension and channel them for her own power. It does a lot of other stuff too. It's an artifact. This is how you learn the truth behind Gith and Vlaakith. Gith, the founder of the Githyanki race, and the Githzerai, had the unique power to disrupt Mind Flayer hive minds, thereby breaking the control of the masters over their thralls and enabling the revolution. Vlaakith tricked her into entering hell and being sacrificed to Tiamat, who devoured her soul, in exchange for the Scepter of Ephemelon. From that day forward, the line of Vlaakith continued, with each of their heirs being named Vlaakith in turn, until we got to this Vlaakith, who I think is the 150th, actually. Vlaakith 150, who became a Lich and has ruled ever since. If the people knew that Gith did not nobly enter hell in order to seal this and tell them all to put Vlaakith in charge, that she was betrayed, it would shake their faith in their queen. But more importantly than that, Gith's son, Prince Orpheus, inherited her power, the only being known to also possess this ability. He refused to accept Vlaakith's claim and launched a rebellion in the War of the Comet. And at the end of that war, he was slain by Kithrak Voss, or so the story goes. Tiamat revealed the truth: Orpheus yet lives. He is imprisoned on the astral plane. Our heroes, seeking to destroy Vlaakith before she can ascend to divinity, and seeking to end her tyrannical power over the Githyanki, want to find Prince Orpheus. And so they struck another deal with the devil Korgamos, in exchange for the crown of Manzikorian, a long-dead god that they encountered on the distant Mind Flayer capital. Korgamos would provide them with the location of Prince Orpheus's prison, as well as lots and lots of any information that is necessary to bypass traps, so on and so forth. I took notes, so I have the details on this.
Yay.
Finally, they agreed to give him the Book of Vivimancy, or just let him crib notes from the Book of Vivimancy. In exchange
Crib
for
notes, I believe.
Yes. He would get to read and copy the Book of Vivimancy that they found, a new form of magic, in exchange for a targeted, weaponized virus that they could use to inflict war crimes. I believe that's where we left off. I don't know if that's exactly where we left off, but I believe that's where we left off.
Close enough.
Now, you gave him 9 days, 9 minutes, and 9 hours, I believe, to pull this off. It was either that or 9 hours, 9 minutes, 9 seconds.
I think originally it was going to be 9 days, but I think we dropped it to the hours. Let me just double check. I've got it written down. Hold on a moment.
I too.
Wasn't it the other way? Wasn't it the other way around? It was gonna be 9. It was 9 hours first. Then you went to 9 days, and he was like, "Oh, it's good you said 9 days, because if you said 9 weeks, I would have said no."
Other way around. It's when
we were. Yeah.
One of the clauses in the contract is that he can't leak what you're doing, your information about Prince Orpheus, etc. He has to not let that information get out for 9 seasons, 9 months, and 9 days or weeks. That's where he was like, if you said 9 years, I would have noped, but you said 9 seasons, that's acceptable.
We like did a little thing in there. So hold on, let me find the other one. Where the hell are you? I have notes on all this stuff. Where are all my notes on all this stuff?
And to double check, that was in exchange for the crown. Did we give him anything else?
No. Chad asks, are they in a 2-season region or a 4-season region? For the purposes of this contract, a season will be defined and tracked as per the contract participants' homeworld.
Yeah.
As a Californian, I feel attacked.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's very dependent on
You're
how you
going
see
by the
that.
calendar. It doesn't matter what the
Correct.
actual weather is. When the calendar says it's winter this year, when the geeks tell us it's winter, that's when it becomes winter. Now, I believe that is
Yeah, I'm
where we
looking.
left
I'm
off.
not seeing it written down. I believe that was, but I'm not seeing it. I know that when we were talking, Taylor was being very generous, and I was like, "Do not be generous to Corkmas because he is gonna not be generous to us." So we ended up. I think it was because of what we were giving. He was like, "Well, we were doing a big over ask and undersell later on, but he was doing kind of the reverse originally. So we were kind of like bumping it down. And I believe from what I recalled, I thought we had gone down from days to hours because I thought we were taking a long
I have
rest in
notes here
between
that
when he
says
was doing
9 hours, 9 minutes, 9
Yeah.
seconds.
And I think it's because we were like, okay, if we're just straight up giving you this like, you know, artifact level thing, like, and you're showing us where this guy is, you're not helping us, whatever, then yeah, like we want you to get it done quick because we were like, we have to start moving on this. So I'm 99% sure that's what it was.
Here's the terms of the deal. The location in 9 hours, 9 minutes, and 9 seconds. Location, layout, defenses, traps, any secret lore that would prevent you and your companions and allies from being able to secure and rescue Orpheus, son of Gith, alive, unmolested, uncharmed, unperverted. Transportation to and from this place, and non-detection for Prince Orpheus. And a wagon-sized serving of fries.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. Because we haven't had fries. Yeah, you and I haven't had fries.
Oh, that's right.
That is such a specific bit, like tidbit, that I was like, yeah, I remember that now.
Right. Well, Drowsy came out saying a planet-sized serving of fries, and he bargained down to a wagon.
We're not gonna finish either, so.
Speak for yourself.
Because John was doing the gag, you want fries with that, and it was just a joke. And then you're like, no, we actually haven't had fries. Like, let's do that. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
That's a sign of gluttony. What are you talking about?
What do I have to make on a Constitution saving roll in order to eat that many fries?
The answer is no, basically.
Oh.
That's not physically possible.
So, physically, yes, but this is Dungeons and Dragons.
How many long rests do I need to take?
They'll be stale and kind of oily and dull after like the
magic for
first
that.
one.
I was going to say, hold the phone. Hold the phone.
What if we had like a culinary necromancer?
Culinary
necromancy. That's
Get
hilarious.
access to the wish spell so that your wish is, I wish that any fry I ever ate was always perfectly crispy.
Could you
Not
imagine
gonna
using
lie.
a freaking wish spell for that?
Not gonna
Honestly,
lie.
any fry you ever
Worth
ate,
it.
that's a pretty big ask. I would probably change the wish spell to a little, like I would probably say it's like any food that I ever eat is in its peak condition. That would
I
probably
want-
be a better use of it, but that's not nearly as fun.
Every
Well, yeah, but then
French
it's going to
fry-
transform all your food into like freaking bison and stuff. Like it's just going to be resurrected. Like it's in peak form, and you're like, oh no.
Every French
like
fry
wish is
must
not
be
like a-
perfect and world peace.
I feel like the wish spell isn't as fickle as like a genie, right?
Well, you
Not
say that.
anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore. It definitely used to be. DMs used to be encouraged to be assholes about it. These days,
Could have been shorter.
Yeah, see, look, it says the spell might fail or the desire might be only partially achieved. You might suffer some unforeseen consequence as a result of how you worded the wish. For example, wishing that a villain were dead might propel you forward to a time period when that villain is no longer alive. So it's not like it's like, oh yeah, like an actual genie, like, you know, like
deliberately
it's still
screwing with you.
it's still trying to like screw with you. The game master can just be like, hey, how much of a dick do I want to be?
You know what
it's,
it's like?
it's straight up in there.
Lightly burn your tongue on those French fries.
It's like when you give a program, a learning program, an objective, and it turns the planet into paper plates.
Yeah, like right now, it's like wishing for a legendary magic item or artifact might just transport you to the presence of the item's current owner. So like you don't own it. It's just like, hey, I want Vlakev's staff. It's like, great, here she is. And it's like, oh no.
Not intentionally trying to be a dick. It's just how the code is written.
Yeah, but there again, I feel like that's why you got to be hyper specific with your wish. But I think the more hyper specific you are, to me, like if you're being very general, like to me, the DM shouldn't be too much of a jerk unless it would be funny. But if you're like hyper specific, now that's giving them like carte blanche. They're like, okay, how can I screw this over? Because you're being really, really freaking specific.
Luck check.
Or the dice will just say, okay, fine, you were really specific. You got exactly what you wanted, and now roll for your 33% chance. And then dice gods are like, yeah, screw this. You're never doing that again.
That's the other thing. The fact that they made it so that if you use it for a different purpose, there's a chance you can never cast it again is like, that's kind of the built-in, unless somebody says, I wish that I was a god, like the wish spell can't do that, right?
Yeah. Now, question, would the wish spell, I'm thinking not, because this is like a game term thing. This isn't like an actual real thing, but could you wish that I'm wishing for something that isn't part of the wish spell would risk me never using wish? Like I can use a wish to make sure that I would never lose wish again. Would you be able to? Now I was gonna say, because that's more like a game thing. It's not really like an in-game thing,
Yeah, I don't know. Like, because I feel like you wouldn't be able to use wish to wish for more.
This is why wish is the way wish works in my campaign world of Anakra is very closely tied into the magic system. And I'll do the TLDR version of this. In Anakra, before everything went to hell, there was no differentiation between matter, energy, thought, reality. It was all completely morphic. So the beings that dwelt there shaped reality with their minds, their thoughts. They shaped themselves with their thoughts. There was no need for chemical reactions, physical reactions, anything else. That was called the dawn. And when the dawn ended because of stuff, that's when physical laws and magical laws were put into place. That's when things were divided into matter and energy and so on and so forth. And Wish taps into some of the remaining dawn magic in the world.
Yeah.
It's like the stem cells of magic. It's unpotentiated magic. And therefore it has limits because it's a specific magical thing that consumes a certain amount of energy that is a limited resource, instead of just saying, I hereby change reality.
One thing I could see is that there is a specific thing here saying there's a 30% chance that you aren't able to cast it ever again if you suffer the stress. So I could see you saying, I wish to not suffer the stress of casting a spell when I use it to not just duplicate an effect. But there again, I kind of feel like that would be like the rule one whenever you cast Wish. Always use Wish to cast that you don't get screwed up by Wish. And so you always lose your first wish, but then after that, you're fine.
Yeah.
Which, to me, like, I feel like it's just kind of ass. Like, I wouldn't put that in a game because it just seems like, that's silly because now it just does whatever the hell you want, and it gets crazy, silly,
the
whatever.
Promise of the wish spell. It's the idea of the wish spell, but due to unlimited wishes not being fun, that's not how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're speaking from it, and I know we're getting off topic just a little bit, but
just now we're getting off topic.
Well, we're litigating
an off-topic topic.
I think the in-lore argument that's pretty easy to make is that by putting that much stress on the fabric, because magic in D&D is like there's like a whole like fabric system kind of the same way gravity has a physical
weave.
I think it's less. You could argue it's less the stress of you and more that the stress around you in the weave ends up just displacing you from it.
Yeah.
You unexist yourself.
Basically.
Disconnect yourself.
But there again, you could totally see a DM going like, hey, I wish that I would never suffer the stress of doing Wish. Okay, cool. You can never cast Wish again. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. That's precisely what I would do.
Done. You've used your only wish to make sure you can never cast Wish again. Congratulations. That would be so good.
Or
you just know there's a high level spellcaster wizard at some point in history who was like, yeah, let me do that. And then tries to cast Wish like it's supposed to work.
I can tell you who it was. It was Blacketh. That's why they should not have got you.
And so now she has to eat souls in order to make it work.
I feel like that's an upgrade for her. She's like, oh, I can't cast Wish. Oh no, I got to spend the souls of these creatures. Oh no.
Yeah, but it's a hassle getting all these souls. Like, she had to create this whole cultural system around it. If she didn't need to do that, it'd be a lot less work.
Also, I love the idea that, you know, like for those, again, spoilers for those who have not played the game that's been out for years now that everyone loves, Baldur's Gate 3, yada, yada. But, you know, when Blacketh's like, oh, yeah, you know what? You've insulted me enough. I wish, yeah. And then, like, as the screen's like fading to black, she's like, shit! You know, like she just lost the ability to do that again. I would make it all worthwhile. Like,
but at what cost?
But at what cost? No!
Speaking of annoying adventuring parties,
yes.
Are you ready to return to Toonrath? Do you have any
because I feel like we've got
further
nothing really
business
to
with
do
Mr.
here.
Korgamaz?
Yeah, we've made our deal with him. I think we're done with the guy until he gives us what we need.
You always know where to find me.
Korgamaz, did you get sick? Your voice sounds a little bit different.
Well, you know,
I'm sorry. Did anyone just see Gnome's like flaccid mic that he like pulled up?
My mic stand broke, and
so
discretionary
sorry.
income is a little short right now.
Oh
And
my
so
gosh.
for the past 6 months, this is how I've been hanging my
Mate,
mic.
why didn't you tell me? We have the same mic stand. You can just swap with me. I don't
Then
do
yours
shows
will
for a
be
living
dangling
anymore.
like a flaccid.
And you guys will make fun of me for it, but you're the one who actually does this for a living. I don't do this for a living.
I will take you up on that. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. You're welcome.
Aww. Gross.
I literally, dude, I have like copies of almost everything you have because I was like, yeah, I don't trust the internet. I trust my friend. And that is a nice thing because now if it ever breaks, you can just swap with me.
True. Voice mod changed from 2.0 to 3.0, and all my voices moved around and changed.
Oh no.
Wait, to be clear, I like it because I get to make fun of Korgamaz. An
I
opportunity
would have
that doesn't
liked
arise often.
Korgamaz with the woman voice.
Yeah. Make Korgamazina sexy as hell.
Would you like to make a deal?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yes, what do you want? What do you want? Anything, yes.
Stepping
now
with
I'm-
you is not part of this deal.
Oh, shit. She went from like Abba shy to like now I'm Abba embarrassed. This is like a little bit too much for me.
Abba sheesh.
Yeah. Abba shy to Abba she with one voice mod. Ah, there it is. I
If
do like
there's
that voice.
anything else you need, you know how to get a hold of me.
I can't stop thinking about Lady Kargamaz.
Can I flip Korgamaz a silver piece?
I mean, I can't stop you.
Wait,
I
can
mean,
we
I
make a
can.
new deal with Korgamaz?
Yeah, he's available.
Korgamaz, I've come to bargain.
Whatever you like, sweetheart.
Oh, shit.
My name is whatever you want it to be.
Oh, my.
I like the idea that Korgamaz pulls, you know, like those old timey singers that like pull down a very old microphone from the ceiling.
That's
Korgamaz. Yeah.
Yes, who do you like? Huh? Who do you want to talk to?
Let's make a deal.
Well, it's like the dance for half of it's the suit and half of it's like the evening gown.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let us get on with the story. We are dicking around so much.
Okay, last thing.
What else is new?
I'm positive a VTuber could make a model that was split like this and hook up a system so that when they face this way, one voice is active. And when they face this way, a different voice is active without having to press any buttons. I'm
like
positive someone could do that.
Jekyll and Hyde
Yeah.
and that one number that he does.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
The thing I
It's,
really want to see. What?
Two-Face. What's the Batman villain?
Two-Face.
Yeah.
Two-Face.
Oh, it is Two-Face. Okay. But cool.
If you're trying to remember the name of a Batman
Two-Face
villain,
is really cool.
think
What?
of the least subtle name for that kind of
Yeah,
character.
just describe them, and it's probably their name.
You think the Joker, the Riddler, the Penguin, Killer Croc, these are not the most epitome of like villain names. The titular Batman, come on,
I
he
didn't
is a
say they're
mad
not
bat.
Epitome. I just said they're obvious. Obvious isn't necessarily bad. If you are writing documentation for humans, obvious is good.
He is a Superman.
Exactly.
No.
Imagine a man. Now super that shit.
Are you super that shit? Supersize me, Captain. Come on.
What's his cousin's name?
Supergirl.
Supergirl?
And she's also older than him, but not.
Now we're getting to spoiler territory.
Spoiler territory. This is a almost 100-year-old IP.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it's funnier to say it's a spoiler territory.
That's
Now we're getting into the actual goddamn game territory.
We're back to the chest.
Speaking of super abs.
I was like, what are you? Oh, hello there. Okay, imagine those abs with that voice mod.
It's like a weird, it's like a person, but like if they have rat nipples.
Tuna ass.
Oh, no.
Corgamon, what have we done to you?
I'll tune your ass, baby.
No, turn around. That's what I was saying. Oh, gosh. Oh, it zooms in on the abs. Oh, good.
Enhance.
Oh, gosh.
I think we're like above
What have we
the
done?
chest, though.
You're what?
We're above the chest.
Yeah,
Or like inside
we're
the
like
chest.
Yeah, you're below.
Yeah,
Remember,
we're deep
Zetcher
throating
had
right
a basement.
Oh, we are also operating like two different timescales here because I'm doing like long form scans and like doing a bunch of like
You didn't get like any of that done until they came back because they were on bargain time the entire time. Or rather, the only time that actually passed that wasn't at 1/640th scale was when they went to the tower.
Yeah.
So they're gone for like half an hour and then they reappear in a flash of brimstone. Boom. And because unless recapping is going to be really funny, entertaining, or enlightening, you can just say, we recap. Everyone knows everything.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I also think that I know for a fact that when it comes to the I shouldn't say no for a fact. I believe that we said that because I'm in the mental link doesn't go across planes. Never mind.
That was a whole conversation at the beginning of last episode.
Yeah.
So now you are caught up. Congratulations. You are back in Zetcher's stronghold. I believe you learned last time that
were saying
Brax, his wizard who is accompanying him, is a red dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe
we
so.
established that. So you are back in Zetcher's stronghold. Yasmin is working on the Divine Spark Isolation project. You have struck the deal, and in 9 hours, 9 minutes, and 9 seconds, Corgamon should be returning with what you need.
And we decided we were going to share what happened with them, right? We're going to get their help to do the breakout.
Whose help?
The Zetcher. The secret. I don't know what their name is. I keep forgetting what the hell their like organizations.
Shasal hold on.
Shasal Cool. Yeah, please post that shit.
Please stand by. Rebel. Yankee.
I think also the virus that we highlighted was only going to be localized to the it was a super bug basically just for the illithid. We're not going to I think we said we were not going to make many changes to it.
Yes, the Shasal
I don't recall exactly what the deal was for that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. I do remember that
it was very important to you.
It was just another avenue to explore.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very horrific avenue to explore. Yeah. just gonna list them as one of the pieces here.
Okay, so just a quick aside. Shas al Ghul, oh God, it's breaking my brain. It does the Shas al Ghul does the same thing to my mind, to my brain, the Dune's fictitious language does, because it is
So
very
close.
It's very close to Arabic, but it is so not Arabic. And I'm trying to, my brain immediately goes like, oh, that looks like Arabic transliteration. And then I try again, that's not right. That's actually just so wrong.
Somebody
like
made a
after
video.
a game of telephone.
Somebody made a video that is designed to show English speakers, native English speakers, what English sounds like to non-native English speakers. And it's basically in Simlish, where it's almost English, but it's not.
I've seen that video. It is so true because it feels like you should be able to understand it. And then it just doesn't work.
And it breaks. I mean, like a lot of places do that, but it breaks a lot of its rules. I've been doing a lot of this with Kaylee because she's learning Spanish and English, and a lot of times she'll use Spanish rules when trying to like apply things that she's learning in English, and I'm like, oh baby, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. And she's like, well, Daddy, how come there's no enya in English? And I'm like, well, for some reason, like English has a really, it does not like accents, like all the accent marks and stuff that would make things easy. It doesn't like to do that. Instead, it likes to have rules, like how most of the time you don't pronounce E's, because she always hates it when a word ends in an E, because she's like, that looks like it should be homey. And I'm like, it's not homey, it's just home. And she's like, but why does it have an E? Like, well, if you're going to say the E, it has to be a Y. Like, why does it have to have a Y if you want to use an E? And it just sounds silly. It just sounds ridiculous,
English is spaghetti code.
It's the hot dog of languages.
Is it a taco? Is it a sandwich? Nobody knows.
All right. So how would you like to spend the next 9 hours, 9 minutes, and 9 seconds?
I think I'll like loop in John Carmichael and Dale Reese on what the project I'm doing is. Basically honing in on the signal, trying to specifically isolate it. There's the possibility of infecting it, right? That was something that we kind of touched on earlier. Because you said you wanted to give the spark to what's her name? Tiamat.
He was lying. He wants to give the spark to the Archangel Oriel or somebody similar.
Right.
I lied.
But like these are the options that I've kind of established. Like if we can't block it from Vlaakith straight up, there's always the chance that we can infect it, and then when she absorbs it, it runs rampant and kind of destroys her system. That's a possibility. That's
what do
like
you mean
ahead.
infect it? What do you mean?
Well, it is fundamentally opposed to her, right? In terms of its status, it is good. She is not. It does not resonate with her, and that is actually one of the reasons why it's so difficult, and it's taken her so long to kind of get to this point.
Yes.
If we hide the effect, I mean, here's one possibility. I'm not saying this is necessarily going to work, but a line of questioning that might be the case is that we infect the divine spark with something that may be in line with what Vlaakith is capable of handling, and then when she tries to absorb it without properly breaking it, it poisons her. Because that infection, like a hidden. So for example, let's say Vlaakith is, I think, tied to greed in a way that very many are perhaps not. If you put the thing like the heresy of greed on it, right? As a condition.
Your ask is bullshit. Yeah.
This is just the language that I know how to describe it. I'm not necessarily certain that it would work this way. And worse, may actually end up poisoning the spark itself, making it easier for her to consume. However, it is a thought that could happen. I think no matter which plan we go with, I would prefer not to give it to her at all, obviously. But I think there should be layers and fail safes in the event that our decision, it may not be our decision at the end of the day. So that's all I mean by the isolation and perhaps poisoning of the spark.
And so the stuff that you're doing right now, or the stuff that Yasmin is doing, that is looking to further that possibility of poisoning or something else.
Right now, it's just identification, because we know vaguely where it is, but we don't know.
Okay, so you're looking for it. That's what you're saying right now.
I'm behaving like a tuning fork, which I've gotten very close.
Okay.
I think I've gotten very close to, right? Because I had 2 successes on the +1 XP, by the way.
Yay.
+1 XP. We were kind of operating your time frame separately from their time frame because that should have taken longer.
Right.
So those things haven't happened yet. They are going to happen.
They are going to happen. Yeah.
So trying to find it, learn more about it, connect with it.
I think the first thing I did was, well, obviously through the standing very still, the standing very still no jutsu.
Excuse me?
I feel like I was pretty clear on what I.
You rolled you detected the heart with a natural 20 on technology, a 20 result on arcana, 10 on religion, 17 on sanctity.
Yeah. That's right. Yes. The last one was basically like using my good boy I guess girl points. Yasmin and I are different people.
Good girl points sounds different than good boy points.
It really does.
I agree.
It really does. It really does. Anyway, using my good person points.
A boogie person.
To bring affiliation with the spark, because it is good, I believe, is what we
need some good boy points.
Yes. I was hoping you were going to do that.
Mods, I am working. Stop
it. Sorry, what was the last thing you said before I shit
good
posted?
boy points right here.
Just that the using that sanctity alignment to, because
Yes.
it is a good aligned entity. Yeah. Okay. Or was a good aligned entity anyway. To kind of beseech it, I guess, its echo, if you will, to give me more information.
And the deal with Korgamos for the disease, by the way, was a disease that can be targeted to attack certain species and can't be replicated or repurposed by outside entities.
Okay.
So DRM.
Yeah. We all know how effective DRM is, by the way. That was one of my thesis papers.
Nice.
I am Lafon the person is vehemently anti-DRM, so it's funny that Yasmin thinks DRM is okay.
If it's convenient to accomplish her ends, then yes.
Oh, absolutely. I just think it is genuinely funny.
All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to do? You did want to take a long rest so that you could be fresh on everything.
Yeah.
If you want to ask
long rest is a
the
good
Shah
idea.
Salko for help, who do you want to talk to?
I mean, I figure we'd be going straight to the source, right? We want to be speaking with Zetcher.
He hasn't been briefed on any of this yet.
Or Balthominius. That's what I was saying. I thought we were going to have like a little war council of sorts to be like, hey, y'all, there is going to be a big thing a coming, you know, because it kind of feels like when we are ready to kind of pull the trigger on all this, we either need to make sure that we do the heist right before we're willing to pull the trigger on everything, or we do the heist as soon as possible and then keep him secret, keep him safe until we're ready. But I kind of feel like once we free the Comet Prince, he's going to want to just like, you know, do what the Comet Prince do, you know? I don't know how we're going to be able to keep a lid on him.
You don't know him. You don't know what he's like.
Yeah.
All you know is that he...
No. It's more like, dude was like, yeah, no, homegirl needs to die for betraying my Maz, and then just charged in even though it wasn't very good. So I kind of feel like, well, hey, we're doing stuff here. We're building. We're like, no, I must do this. It could be like, hey, you know what? Discretion's the better part of valor. Last time I did this, I ended up dying. So maybe, you know, I have a second chance. Let me listen to these people. But what do you guys think? Should we post haste get homeboy as soon as possible, or should we wait until we're a little bit closer to pulling the trigger on our plan?
I think there was one thing we actually hadn't adjudicated yet, right? Because there is the dependence on like, because the timeline for when the spark is available to, this also depends on like how quickly Vlaakith is moving. We're not operating in a vacuum here. I mean, literally a vacuum, but you know, figuratively, not so much. I think the thought process is either way, we need to get information from the Shasalkul on what the timeline is looking like from Vlaakith. So we are going to have to reveal some information while we work here.
They don't know how long it's going to take her. They haven't done the kind of analysis you have. They don't have the same level of magical and technological access.
Right, but they do have access. They do have access to her troop deployment numbers and their efficacy and efficiency.
Yes, but remember, there's the invasion of Faragos, and then there's consuming the Spark of Ralm, which are two parallel operations.
Oh, that's right. We did learn the name of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like from what we've learned, it really seems like, yeah, we're in the 11th hour, as it were, but, we've been in the 11th hour for at least hundreds of years at this point.
Yeah.
So, it could be a very long hour.
The earthquakes only intensified in the last couple of months. So the Doomsday Clock is at 11:59.
Also, we don't exactly know what her intentions are with the invasion, so we can't really say if, kind of once troops sort of take over there, if she's done, or if there's more that she's planning on doing there.
Well, if we're talking about timeline, there is actually one of the better things we can do is operate both heists simultaneously. That gives, because that she's going to have to scramble for both, right? Because both are important to her, and that gives us the best opportunity to escape because she's going to make mistakes, out of necessity. Which also means that when we make mistakes, because that is also a thing that's going to happen, our traps are more likely to be successful in the chaos.
You're talking about stealing the Divine Spark and rescuing Orpheus at the same time?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm curious about the division of labor, because right now, you have a ton of NPCs working effectively for you. They're mostly handling the war against the Illithids, the invasion of the Forge, the counter-invasion, all that stuff. There is a select few people who are capable and knowledgeable enough to do these two things you're talking about.
So well, here's the thing. Here's the thought process that's kind of running through my head right now. We bring everyone who's working, who's capable of doing the Orpheus / Spark off the project of the Illithid. And instead, we let loose the Shasalkul who are on our side, have them be the strike team. They go in, deal damage to the Illithid offensive, slow them down on that front, basically redirect the power. So we take the dragons that are under the power of these Githyanki, send them in, have them do a hit and run, have the Illithids scared that they're afraid that a new Gith hunt is occurring, right? In the meantime, have our technomancy focus on this is a really, really risky bait and switch, but if it works, puts us firmly in the driver's seat on both fronts. It is a massive gamble, but the payout is kind of insane.
What are the results of success and further consequences of each of these heists? If you get the Divine Spark, to your knowledge, you neutralize the threat of Vlaakith's Divine Ascension, which is the primary big red flag. That is the bad thing you don't want to happen.
Yeah.
If you rescue Prince Orpheus, what is the end result of that?
Twofold. One, the benefit of the anti-Illithid power that he controls. And two, a rallying banner for the Gith Serai and Githyanki. One that they both, because I believe culturally they both agree, if he were to show up and be verifiably the true one, that is a rallying point for both cultures, is it not?
More so for the Githyanki, but his involvement would be much more likely. He would be much more palatable than Vlaakith to the Gith Zerai. Like his main threat is Blacketh's control over the Githyanki, but he does have it's like when you have in Crusader Kings, you have a strong claim for this title and a weak claim for this title, but you still have a claim.
Yeah.
It would at least be able to bring a negotiating table about.
Also, it would be almost assuredly the biggest thing we would need, because right now we have like 3 big things that we're going for, which we've already done one, where we've now done the Korkama/Tiamat thing to get all that information. Now we have 2 through 5, where we have that we're going to be using our connections within the city of Tuneroth in order to get as much information on Blacketh as possible, including her phylactery, her stronghold, and all that stuff. Another big one we have is to use the allies that we've made in order to uncover and then sow rumors and discord against Blacketh and her empire and prepare for our eventual revolution. So having, the Comet Prince would be the absolute linchpin, the cornerstone of that. It would basically be the confirmation of all these rumors. These rumors turn into fact, and all of these people, whether we get gifts or otherwise, would rally to this new figure.
Plus, we also have a lost history of the GIF. The pre.
Plus what?
Sorry. You have shared the secret origins of the GIF with the Shasalko. You have already shared that information.
It's just another thing on the list. I think that's one of the things that gave us it gave an extra strength to the claims we were making.
Yeah.
When we
what was that you were saying, Druzzy?
I was gonna say that one's kind of iffy whether it goes in our favor or not. Because finding that out may not be like a positive thing, not like bringing back Gith's son, which will be more celebrated, them learning their secret origins. That could go either way for us.
Cultural pride versus crisis of identity. Both have their uses, but they are different uses.
Now, in terms of failure, catastrophic failure, right? But there's no other description.
I mean, for both, right?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if one fails, both necessarily fail because of the fact that we have to spend so much resources on the Switch. It is a catastrophic investment gone wrong. But with the stakes we're operating at, like we're not playing for, a kingdom or anything like that. This is it's bigger than Galactic. I mean, it's literally planar. Now, we obviously don't have to make that big of a gamble. We don't have to, but I'm saying if we're going to swing for the fences, that's kind of that's my read on the play.
I think too, like a 2-pronged attack in this case is probably a good way to go, because it also keeps her from stopping us, like concentrating all of her efforts stopping us on one side or the other. If she finds
Somebody
out
say Project Backdoor Black Hole. Is that what we're getting ready for?
What?
You don't remember that's number 4 on our list of things to do.
The ship teleporting in with the crystals. Actually, we said we're just teleporting in the void engine, not the entire ship.
And then we have Operation Let Them Fight, where we have Blacketh going up against the chronophage.
Yeah, that was the other one.
That one we would have to convince her to do, though. I feel like
I think
that
we'll bring the chronophage to her front door.
I think the plan was to throw it at her face.
Yeah, basically, Project Black Hole Backdoor and Let Them Fight is kind of like 2 parts of the same coin.
Surprise, Elder Evil.
I feel like that would be harder for us to get the scepter from her, though, in that case. In both of those.
Do we need the scepter from her?
And you kind of promised it to Tiamat.
Well, yeah, but if we stop, all of this, then, I mean, you guys wanted to fight her. I don't see how we're going to be able to easily
And
fight
also,
her.
like, I mean, even if we don't give it to Tiamat, having a scepter that helps us control dragons is pretty sweet. So
Oh, for sure. I just don't see how we're going to be able to easily like fight her during all of this, you know. But if we have her fighting a chronophage and then she has to divide her attention between a chronophage and us, like that's pretty.
Just wait until they're both low and then third party
Project
them.
Yoink.
Is it
Well,
really
especially-
third partying though if you're the one that drags both of them into conflict with each other?
Well, especially if like
in
go ahead.
Fortnite terms, yes.
Especially if we end up, you know, doing what we're talking about, where if we end up getting, you know, Archangel Oreo to show up, and then he kind of snipes the, you know, the god power from Ralm at the last moment, and you know, it'll be a lot easier to have this newly reborn godly good angel fighting against, you know, a lich, an overpowered lich fighting against an elder evil, and you know, we kind of just killed two birds with one stone, you know.
Somewhat meta question.
Yeah.
In terms of Oriel. Are we going to be in trouble with him? This is more a question for gnomes. Are Yasmin and I going to kind of like be in danger with him around at all? Or.
You don't know.
Why would you be in danger with him around?
No reason.
I mean,
A little bit of reason.
Our goody two shoes points are higher than our baddie points right now. So
Yeah, no. So okay, I see what you're saying. No, for unless there's some secret crazy thing you guys are doing that John doesn't know about. From John's understanding, Oriel is all about like, you know, intention and doing good. And if you are intending to do good and you are doing good, you know, even if you are, you know, someone who is redeeming themselves, you know, I mean, like John is not the perfect candidate, you know, for being like a super goody two shoes. You know, I don't see Oriel as like a, you know, a master of goody two shoes. He's just like, look, good needs to be done. And like, you know, if you're on the right path, then I'm here to help make that happen. But yeah.
I still kind of don't know how much we've told and how much Matt and John know.
Yeah, exactly. Matt and John know very.
At some point, there has to be a talk. Like, there has to be that scene where the characters, you know.
I mean, because it's the fact that we're playing a game that it's not a bigger deal. But if there was actually a thing that was a bigger deal, John in the past has like sat down and like, you know, made people be like, hey, yo, we need to have a conversation. Obviously, Matt's not going to force you guys to be like, hey, yo, guys, this is funny.
At some
we
point,
got to have a conversation.
It'll be good role play, though, you know?
I mean, we're playing above table. We're playing it for the bit, but in game, there has very much been a reticence from Yasmin, at least, to have that conversation. Because John, I believe, tried at one point to like, there was like an attempt at like, oh, you know, what's more about this? And I think I shut you down pretty aggressively, if my memory serves. Now, obviously, it's been half a year or more, but
yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while, but I do recall this being a sore point overall. And like I said, I know we're playing half of it for the bit, but half of it has been in character, has been an unwillingness to interact with that facet of her personality
On Yasmin's part.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so that said, I think we're fairly agreed on going kind of after both simultaneously.
I would
John,
think
if
so.
you want to, I think I will keep working here because I'm better suited at isolating this divine spark. I've made some pretty decent headway, and I have an idea for a machine that can, I don't want to say interact with it, but can ping off of it, let's say.
I mean, I was kind of the opinion that we were going to, you know, split the task. So if we did, like, we've already kind of all together, we came to do the first one because it was needing to happen. But having, you know, Yasmin be in charge of staying here in Tuneroth, using their connections with the group that I totally know how to say their name, the Shazal, as well as any other allies that she's able to make within the city in order to be able to get information about Vlaakith and about Ralm. That absolutely is in Yasmin's wheelhouse. Having De La Reese utilize their social economical ties about being able to make friends and allies and lie her ass off, I think is the perfect way to make sure that she can sow rumors and discord against Vlaakith within the Empire. to prep for the revolution. And then if we have John using his his network of allies in order to go back to, Lacunas, speed up this, this research and, collect any materials needed in order to be able to get this little fight / teleport happen, with the ship. I think that would be, kind of all their wheelhouse.
That's actually, I think that's exactly what I was going to highlight. The other thing too is that we know that on the chronophage side of things, there has been some advancement in the research for it because
Gaston,
I think had made a breakthrough, not the breakthrough, of course, but like had made some progress based on the information we had learned with the void crystals and so forth. And that was something to kind of note. So I think you have a leaping off point at the very least, a newer leaping off point than the last time you dealt with the chronophage.
Yeah, exactly. Also, of note, we had a party note here for Tower Hamara and the Gift Descendants are going to be leveling up and are going to be helping the party in a next upcoming epic confrontation. This sounds like a pretty big epic confrontation, especially because they're currently doing the Mulan, let's get down to business with Oriel, and we want to bring Oriel here anyway. So the fact that we would kind of like get in touch with them and be like, hey, y'all, this is D-Day and we need you to prep for D-Day. And they get like, all of their gifts together and kind of like, hey, look, this is lending credits to like what we talked about. These are the original, gift progenitors kind of bringing the gifts awry and the gift Yankee together. We'll have the Comet Prince. We'll be storming, the castle. The chronophage zaps in. There's this big kaiju fight between Blacketh, the chronophage. All the while all this is happening on all these ends from us discovering what we need to do and sowing the seeds of distrust. And all these climactic things happen. We have this freaking angel roll in, steal the power divinity under the last moment, and then boom, we have this huge epic three-way fight between Vlaakith, Oriel, and chronophage, and we're kind of like just zooming around trying to be those little mosquitoes that are trying to do a little bit here and there and just tip the scales one way or another.
First of all, awesome. Quick question though. Oriel with the divine spark, would he be able to take Blacketh? Would we even need to involve the chronophage, or could we just give the divine spark directly to him to take out Blacketh?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know for certain, but considering how long it's taken Vlaakith to try to attain this, but it's been like kind of like the opposite end of things. I can't imagine that unless Ralm or the leftover consciousness of Ralm is like, oh yes, here, this is my successor. I kind of feel like Oriel is still going to have to kind of tap into the matrix on this and get this and kind of draw this power out, even though it would be crazy amounts easier. I kind of feel like having a distraction to keep Vlaakith away, because otherwise we're the distraction, And I know we're pretty cool and all. I just don't see us handling Vlaakith for more than a few rounds, and it really just because like I think it would take a full round to kill each of us. So
You're like, I don't want to die.
Yeah, like I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff we could do. I just don't. If we had more powerful allies, which we do, we've got a lot of powerful allies. We absolutely could hold them up, and then if Oriel ascends to even a small divinity, and is able to utilize that to help us, that could be the win condition, or that could be the okay, now we're on even ground condition. I'm not sure exactly. So
I don't want to take the chance, so
I like the idea of starting a big kaiju fight and making Vlaakith have to deal with it, because it's not like Vlaakith can just F off and be like, well, screw it, the chronophage is here, I'm leaving. Like this is her empire. This is her home city. Like she has to defend this. This is the seat of her power. You're not going to just like, well, F off, And even if, to me, I feel like even if like, she burns a lot of her really big, like, oh my God, that would be like one-shotting us stuff on the chronophage. I don't know, to me, that just sounds like a cool fight. Like where we have like this really weird, elder evil that's battling with this like near godlike, Lich freaking queen thing. And then we're like all the while, like, okay, like kind of like how Yasmin and Gnomes were saying, we're kind of like on the back end, like, okay, who do we hurt now? Who are we looking at to make sure that we can kind of hope these two will kind of kill each other a bit? And then, of course, Oriel shows up and it would end up making it, different however that happens. But just to me, that sounds like a really cool a really cool idea for a fight, you know?
I think from my perspective, I think it's a plan that makes sense and doesn't really change how we've set things up elsewhere. It also has the most pivoting potential should things go wrong. Right? So yeah, I'm down to, I mean, I'm already doing the work for this first part, so I'm down.
Yeah.
Could you leave one of your documents on the investigation tricks and stuff that you use, John? I'd like to scan through it really quickly.
Sure thing. I'll DM you real quick.
TBG, this is how I'm getting the information for the thing that we're
The Gestalt.
Yeah.
So, is the plan that you are all going to go your separate ways and then long rest, or are you long resting together and then going your separate ways?
I think we hit the long rest first.
I think
Do
a long rest
all
is
of
way
us
to go.
need a long rest first?
I
Or do-
need, and apparently y'all need my bardic inspiration. So yes.
Doesn't your inspiration recharge on a short rest because you're
Short
very
rest.
high
Yeah,
level?
we did talk about that last turn. Yeah, or last session.
Yeah. I think you are correct because I have finally reached that level of. Let me double check that. Yes, I believe you're correct. That is, what is that?
Because like I'm down a couple of things, but I'm not like hurting or nothing. I'm
I
pretty.
have all my abilities still at the ready. I don't need to rest at all.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like, you know,
If that's
if
the
we
case,
do each,
the main use of a long rest would be 8 hours, which means that an hour, 9 minutes, and 9 seconds later, Korgamaz would be due.
yeah,
At which point you will receive additional information.
True. What I guess in terms of like the in-game setup, then we can take that, or two of you can take the long rest just to replenish your stuff, while I do the preliminary. We resolve the stuff that happened last session, like in timeline. We resolve
catch
that
up,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would say if we don't want to just have anyone just cheese it and kind of like start our own stuff, if we want to wait until Korgamaz shows up and then split up, yeah, we would just fill our time with making sure that we go over everything with the Shazal Kul, however much we're going to be sharing with them.
How much do you
and
want
kind
to
of-
share with them?
I think that's kind of important for us to decide. I thought at the end of the last session, we said we were going to tell them just about everything. But if we're not doing that, it sounds like we've changed our opinion on that. We need to confirm what we want to talk to them about.
I think since, at least in my view, they're looking to be potentially long-term allies. So in that case, I would trust them with quite a bit.
I'm of the same opinion. Yeah, it seems like we're going to bed with the Shazal Kul. I feel like we need to be, you know, sharing our history, you know, as
We
it
definitely
were.
trust
you know?
Altheminius, right? That's the monk, if I remember correctly.
That
That's his
is,
name?
yeah.
I think also when we're choosing not to share information, I think we shouldn't.
Okay, so he's a Githzerai then. Altheminius is not with the Shazal Kul then.
He
is.
The Shasal Kul consists of Githzerai and Githyanki working together.
Oh,
Zetcher,
okay, gotcha.
this warlord, there's no official hierarchy. There's no official like structure to it, but he's considered one of the highest ranking people because he's the most power. He's a warlord. He's powerful. He has a lot of resources.
Yeah.
Altheminius also trusted us without instruction to meet him, which means that the implicit understanding is that if we shared the information with Baltheminius, I feel like, and John, you could tell me if this insight is perhaps stretching it too far. I think the implication there is that if this is going to work, you have to trust him the same amount.
Yeah,
With the
I would agree.
With the baseline information that we shared with Baltheminius.
Yeah, I would agree. And I think, like kind of you're saying, at the very least, we should share with Baltheminius and see what he says. But I feel like he's going to say, yeah, this is going to, we need to all be on the same page.
You have send it. Ask him.
Oh, is he not here with us? Okay, yeah, I can ask him. Sure.
Baltheminius is on Perianth. Manda is also... Is Manda on Perianth?
Yeah,
we went on the adventure with her, so she should be. Yeah.
Roth is just us three.
Yeah. Well, then Manda is tapped into your network. You can ping Manda and have her go find him, and then she can call you. So you
Yeah,
don't have
that sounds
to do the
great.
sending.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
All right. A couple of minutes later, and
I feel like since we're doing a lot of these talks, we need to get Valthamineus an iPod or something, an iPad.
I mean, we can requisition it from Gnosis. He can just
those magical cell phones have not yet been replicated en masse. The ones that work like across multiverse stuff.
Yeah.
So, did we have one on? Did you put one on the ship at all?
No.
No. Okay.
As far as I know, each of you have one, and Gaston has one.
No. LaFawn has one.
Yes.
Josie does
but that's
not have one.
I reverse engineered it and
Right.
packaged your system. So.
There's very, very few of them, but Manda is like canonically the other one who helped build the system. All right.
Yeah.
So Manda will go ahead and put you in contact with friends. How's the astral plane treating you?
Well, so far so good, but the astral, we're going to get to that. It's kind of it is going to end up being very important in a sense, but we have something we need to discuss with you.
I listen.
And we just trauma dump, right?
Yes, you can trauma
Yeah.
dump.
I think the baseline question is, what level of trust should we extend to Zetcher and others?
Comet Prince. Listen to me carefully. Zetcher must not learn that Orpheus lives. And on that note, we go to break. Don't go anywhere, folks. More Coriander Society when we return.
We're magic users. We don't need a fucking sword to go through planes. We just wish our way there. We're spellcasters.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of the magical I'm thinking of the stabby properties.
I don't have any stabby things, but
Yeah.
we could just blast them.
And my last stabby thing, I put in Mantra's mouth.
You know? Good night, everybody.
How many?
Oh, me instant regret sentence.
The emotional roller coaster of this episode is breaking my brain.
Thoras, you know this angel? Vouch for me. We've helped each other.
Thoras does not know the angel, but Thoras is also confused as to what is going on.
As am I. Help me if you can.
Alan, I have not known you much time, but you seem okay.
A rousing vouch. Thank you, Thoras. You remember when I let you borrow my car? You remember when I gave all of that money to orphan children? You remember when when I gave you those spare tickets that I had to that concert?
Thoras does not remember much. Thoras can only remember falling through the sky and looking very cool.
Well, one aspect
You
of
ever
our
heard of a
society-
daily value, huh? What's the matter with you? They raise you stupid or something?
One great aspect of our society that I love so much is that we have what's called an intermediary good.
Can I eat it?
I mean, you could.
I'm in. Let's go. Fuck, my balls are so hot.
It in the same way that one can eat the dirt of the ground or the air of the sky.
Ariana will go back and say, Sig, is Nightshade gonna kill Garnet in this situation?
I've never seen this in my life.
That's not a no.
I don't know.
That's also not a yes.
I don't know what to say.
That's not helpful.
We're dealing with magic we've never experienced before, Ariana.
Oh God, Ariana's gonna try to absorb elements.
Okay, what element are you absorbing?
Dark.
Is that on the list of elements you can absorb with the spell?
No.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Alex melts away and vanishes, replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Yes. Yes.
He
Except that his eyes are wrong. They're filled with piercing blue light.
Oh damn, this room is about to get good.
got blue eyes too.
Oh my god, he's like so smart.
And Tarsamore also saved. So yeah, the woman is the only one who suffered in this. We live in a
The
fucking
woman's
society.
the dumb one. Oh, the dice. Dice
That's
are sexist.
okay. How a chain is only as strong as its weakest link when it comes to rituals.
Oh, now women are weak. I love this campaign.
Wait, what do you?
It is easy to see it more accurately from outside of the situation than inside of the situation.
Right.
I suppose that's why you have the friends that you have around you.
Kind of like claps her hands together. One of my favorite sayings is trash can, not trash cannot. So just do it.
Didn't realize your level up gave you an extra level in philosopher.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I honestly have very little confidence in saying I understand what you mean by that.
Okay. Just do it.
Understandable. Have a nice.
Explain the bang, old man.
Well, you see, when a mommy and a daddy, or a mommy and a mommy, well, or a daddy, or when two people love each other very much.
I would like to be mind wiped.
There's Obliviax Moss available. Talk to the Quarter for Every about that. So everybody gets up and starts.
Ooh, addition.
Hunting horns. Strength to the predators, woe to the prey. All right. That means somebody has to assert their dominance to gain an advantage. Whoever doesn't is we call that the Alexander bookmark.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
All right.
Got a stick in the book.
Thank you for ruining the subtlety of that entire moment. Just flat out saying it.
I remember leg day saying it. It's just so funny.
Oh God,
To
editing
clear the
that.
air. There's
So funny.
no dick in the book. Just to clear the
I mean,
air.
he
There's
has
no
his
dick
back.
in the book.
Well,
Just
he's-
two
he's
vague,
got a book back.
sweaty stains.
Walking to Alex's area, it's gonna be.
No wonder
Oh,
he went
God.
and stole it.
Yeah, I needed it back.
What about Una?
What about it? What about him?
You think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. So I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just is there other plans?
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
Freestyle.
Okay, everyone, just believe in yourself, okay? You need to be able to just stretch your bony little arms out and let go of Bolshaya. Richard Simmons, by the way, in case no one realizes what I'm doing. And I'm going to hit some persuasion.
Oh, We're gonna grind your bones to dust and then we'll lick it with our tongue. And every time we put you in the oven, we're gonna make it grow and get so yummy. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be tasty, just like we should. You're gonna die.
The wolf, listen.
If you'll allow it.
If you allow it, I like to skin the wolf's head and place it on Mr. Sir Thomas to disguise him poorly as not a cow.
You're just making him wear stinky skin.
Like a mask. Like a mask. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Yeah, like that. It's so close.
It's a were-cow. Okay. You can certainly try. We're gonna go ahead and leave you cheerfully peeling the face off of this dead wolf so that you can stick it on your cow's head. And I'm gonna just drop that mental image with everybody.
Knock, 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 knock. Wake up, bitch. We're going shopping.
Yep, this tracks. Yep, sorry, Balvi. Go back to sleep again. Goes.
Cat butt.
Cat butt.
Goes, answers the door. Probably steps outside. Just to not disturb Balvi.
They would have gotten. They would have gotten Athalor first because he's on the way. How would they have collected Athalor?
17. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. This probably isn't going to be a big deal. Where my unarmed strikes go? Oh well.
This is where I get power word killed.
Oh no! He's not a wizard anymore. He's a single-celled amoeba that's just gonna try to grab you. Oh my god! Natural 20. Yeah, you get shoved into his pocket. You get shoved into John's bag of holding. God.
Not again! Twice in one day. Mason and Athalor, swept up along in the fey magic of this party, said something particularly heinous about the professor who just dropped a pop quiz on them. Something incredibly insulting and a little bit louder than you intended.
Cancelled.
About Mason and Athalor, Keo doesn't read. What level spell is Twit longer?
Hi. Okay, describe this devil's fate at the claws of Slobber Chops.
He gets like whipped around, lands on his head, still like conscious and alive. Slobs just starts like going at his ass, just like and just disembowels him.
Oh! Like I imagine the camera pans away and you hear a sound like a wood chipper, and you just gore spewing off to the side. It's like somewhat, discretionary shot, but
His legs are like,
and then Slobber Chops' face comes up into the screen, covered in gore, and it just does the one lick, the one like aggressive face lick. Yep.
Welcome back to Monsters and Meetings. I'm Tormented by Gnomes, here with Josie, LaFawn, and Ninjaman Matt. Our heroes are in the astral city of Tunarath on their cell phone, yes, their cell phone, with Balthominius, the master of the Githzerai monastery of Zerth Adlun. And most of those words are not in the Bible. They are contacting him because he's one of the leaders of a secret organization, the Shas al-Ku, who work to reunite the feuding species of the Gith Yankee and the Githzerai, two cultures that split long, long ago. They're contacting him from the home of Zetcher, a powerful warlord who is one of the other leaders of the Shas al-Ku. They just told Balthominius that the true heir of the Gith people, Prince Orpheus, is alive. And he immediately told them Zetcher needs to not know about this.
Is this a play? Asking Balthominius. I'm not accusing Balth. Is this because Zetcher may make a play to kill him to take control of the Gith as a leader himself?
Yes. Quite pithy. Yes, that's exactly it.
I have moments of lucidity.
He sees the glorious revolution with himself at the head. Whether he comes to rule as overlord or simply is the champion and leader of the grand revolution, he is the one at the head of the armies, and he is the one crowned in glory.
And his right hand, I guess, right wing.
Reactionaries?
What's the person who was in the meeting with us as well?
Vrax. A red
Vrax,
dragon.
yes. Yeah. Do they share sentiment?
Vrax is party to the Shasov coup, but not specifically one of us. He has a different relationship to our struggle. I believe Vrax is Zetra's ally. Not so loyal as to be completely unshakable, but if he sees staying with Zetra as giving him the advantage, then that's what he will do.
Yeah.
He wants to see his people, his kindred, no longer bound and shackled to the Githyanki. And as long as that is the outcome, he does not care about the rest.
I see.
So a red dragon to the core.
Yes.
I believe, John, that your this is an aside on the mental link. Your ability of insight seems to be rubbing off on me. I don't know how I feel about it.
I told you you'd be an excellent investigator. I always knew.
Balthamius, before we let you go, words to the wise. Any advice that you would say to address or avoid here in Tunaroth?
The less time you spend there, the better. Remember that the Lich Queen's inquisitors are constantly looking for signs of disloyalty, treachery, foreign activity. Their methods are cruel, and the people fear them. You will find little friendly sentiment within the walls of the city. Its people are, for the most part, extremely loyal. After all, though Vlaakith places all of them in a subservient position and feeds upon them, in turn, she puts all other peoples beneath them, and for that, they serve her loyally.
So it looks like the two-pronged attack, Delaris. My success rests heavily on how much unrest you can cause. I believe because we said we're trauma dumping, so we're telling Balthamius the plan of like how long we need to stay here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You may meet with more success if Orpheus is already in your custody when you begin this. Spreading rumors about the origin of the Gith is more easily dismissible as lies and fake news. But the promised return of the Comet Prince and the treachery of their heritage, that would resonate with them, I think. It is only the most sophisticated or cynical who the true origins of our people would resonate with. They are there. They do dwell in that city. But for the most part, they love their queen.
Or at least what their queen brings to them. Okay.
They are taught from a very young age to idolize her, revere her.
Balthamius, I believe we resonate with the sentiment more than you perhaps guess. Or perhaps not. Nonetheless, to quote Northport, I read you loud and clear.
My advice to you would be to do whatever it takes to secure the Comet Prince and bring him back here. Or somewhere similarly safe. Far away from Tunara.
Yep. That was what I was going to suggest. We probably want to bring him directly to, like, Arianth. Definitely not straight here. That seems like a bad idea.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where we have a lot of clout, a lot of power,
and security. You think she wants Carla? Orpheus is on a different scale entirely.
Well, Carlith is annoying to her.
Carla threatens her
having him.
legitimacy. Any Githyanki that defies her and lives, especially if they are past due for their ascension, is a direct challenge to her. And she has maintained her authority all this time by crushing any challenge, no matter how slight.
But, like, Orpheus is, like, an
I will also
obliteration to her legacy.
Yes.
On the mental link, getting Orpheus also means that the Carlith deal is done. Because we have to free from the eyes of Blacketh. Bring Orpheus to the forefront does just that.
Well, you're off the top of her list right now, so...
Job accomplished. Go next. Fair. I think to the team, I think I can start putting the baselines for the mechanics here. And I can operate it from afar. I don't necessarily think that I need to be on site to do a lot of this. Okay, correction. I don't think I need to be on site to do the gathering of the information, but I will have to return here to sort of collate it, if that makes sense. So I can set the sensors up to do the work while I'm gone, which puts safety in. So if it gets burnt, oh well, we're not here to really have an issue. But if it's able to be successful, then we can come back and re-engage in the research.
Are there any, I would have to imagine, there's got to be somewhere here on Taranath that there's a teleportation circle.
Yes. They have one
perfect.
Here
So
in the base of the Shasal Coup.
Fantastic. Then John's going to copy
handy.
it down so that way we can get back here whenever we need to without having to pull anybody else on this.
Sweet. Quick jump to the astral plane and a teleport spell later, and hey ho.
Hey ho.
So what I'm going to do, slight change of like from last session, because we said that I was starting to work on the mechanics of setting up the insane contraptions. What I will do is set up like wires and lines and probes and other research gear, if you will, and rather than building the insane contraption to isolate the spark, I will, the same way we built the ship in orbit around Perianth, I'm going to do the same thing, the same idea here, where I will give instructions to the Shasal who are here to start putting pieces in place so that when I get back to this point, it's a case of like plug here, plug there, and then my power is the one that activates the whole thing.
Okay, nice.
And I'll give them, so because this is technically an insane contraption, therefore is technically under my spell casting, I will give them a modified version of my gadgets, even though it's not a gadget. So this will basically give them the permission to actually interact with it. But it will be restricted to the Shasal Khul because so that anyone else who interacts with it, it just fails to work for them. I'm using that property of my subclass in the methodology.
I'm going to allow that.
Sick. We have now successfully used, I think, my entire kit.
I think that in regards to us sowing rumors, it would be less about like kind of going into the streets and soapboxing, and more like anyone who already is on the fence or is like very secretly like harboring resentment against like, you know, what's going on in the empire, or anyone like related to the Shaz al Ku, we would be again not opening up with like, hey, Orpheus, because it seems like Balthamius is like, yeah, don't share that yet. But more so reinforcing a lot of the rhetoric that, you know, Vlaka doesn't belong there. And, you know, just again, not out in the streets to get the attention of the big bads, but just kind of keeping the rebels like, hey, there's hope. Stuff's happening. Things are in the works. Be ready to act, kind of a thing, you know?
Okay.
I was...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was thinking like coded tracks pass between people, and kind of like almost like an AR setup, like an AR game setup where like, you know, you'll see like codes or messages throughout the city. If you don't care, you won't follow them, but those that are interested will follow them.
Yeah.
Very thieves can't. That tends to be a good way to like spread information.
It's going to take some time to build that. That's pretty sophisticated. So what I would say is, if you want to spend this 8 hour, either you could spend this 8 hours doing the groundwork for that, investigating, making contacts, figuring it, talking to the Shaz al Ku to figure out, going out in the streets in disguise and collecting information and stuff. Step 1, clear the fire pit. Step 2, add the fuel. Step 3, light it.
Yeah, I think I'll spend the 8 hours doing that.
Okay, then we're going to treat this as a skill challenge between John and Delaris. Unless Yasmin figures out some way to chip in while working on other shit. And
I think it would be unfair for me because I'm dumping a ton of resources into keeping this run running. I don't think I can turn ahead to that.
All right. So your task is to figure out who you need to influence, where the best places to influence people are, and the most effective means of communication, and like where you're going to do all that. So what steps will you take? Describe what you're doing, and I will call for a series of skill checks.
I guess I'll try to like disguise and like head to like a local tavern. I don't know what do Gith do for fun.
Some of them do art. Some of them they attend propaganda plays. You know.
Oh, I would know a lot about that.
Actually, that's the thing.
I'll hang out.
This would actually be super familiar, as LeBlanc pointed out, except that it's much more martial. It's like fully focused on martial conquest. We are superior. We will crush everybody. Hail the queen. But, you know, a propaganda-driven dystopia is a propaganda-driven dystopia.
I was even going to say, like, I bet there would be, like, you know, again, a lot of propaganda media. And if we could go in and kind of subvert that to where we kind of like hide our own messages within the propaganda. And it's like, again, like you were saying, if you know what to look for, it's like, oh, crap, everyone's going to see this. And so if we can, you know,
like,
but hey, if there's anyone who's perfect for this, it's the playwright who comes from Oscus.
Yeah.
You're like, this is not right up your alley. You wrote the goddamn book the alley is in.
You are the architect, the city planner for the fucking alley.
Given that, I think I want to spend some time like kind of going around like the play circuits. And maybe like picking up a few playbills or whatever, and like, you know, scratching out like Blacketh and Gith come to an agreement and scratch that out and like rewrite like Blacketh betrays Gith. And like just like little secret messages like that, and like just, you know, put them back in the stack or
the thing where you like cross out words in a message to like, you know, where they make shit posts where they take a paragraph and then they delete most of the words so that makes a weird sentence. That kind of thing. Okay,
just
let's
like
start.
Little tiny things like that.
Let's start by having you make a disguise kit check
Okay, let's
with charisma.
Where are you?
Bottom left hand, below your skills. John, you already know. I'm going to call for you to do your investigation sleuthing thing. What were you about to say?
Absolutely. No, I was just going to say, like, just from what I'm like hearing here, did John happen to befriend the the Minister of Propaganda and the Angel of Death of Oscus? Do we have like Joseph Mengele and Joseph Govils as like this really hip, fun, like elvish bard, and then this like mad scientist that like wants to craft like flesh and and everything else? Is that what we're saying here?
Well,
is that why Oriel would have a problem with this?
Let me say this. They are not the preeminent leaders of their field in Oscus. There were people above them when they started.
Okay.
Not many people from Oscus can get to travel multiplanar universes.
No. I just
so-
I
I see what
feel
you're
like
saying. It's fucking funny.
I feel like we already have been getting like with Yasmin, John's already kind of like on the level of like, all right, something's going on here, something's effy. But
you
now,
you met my teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Mad Halfling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ivus Vitalibus.
And I already know that the because I think it was what was it, that tiefling that was the propaganda person, right?
Yes.
And they were against Drowsy's character, and so I feel like the more John works with this with Delarice, kind of like forming a picture of like, okay, when this is all over, we need to have a chat, because like we are now moving from like, yeah, stuff's happening territory to like, oh no, stuff. You guys are a little bit more on the. I think Joey John has kind of seen it as like, look, allies are hard to come by, especially ones that are down with the cause, and all things said, it's been fine to work with you, but we need to all be cards on the table, kind of a thing.
It's like, boy, you two sure are good at fascism.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying
I'm
fascist.
not. I'm just drawn that way.
You have a lot of fascist adjacent skill sets. Boy, howdy.
Oh, you guys got
That's terrible
some
fashion
tattoos I seen you've covered over. What's going on there?
Hey,
Where is the mark? Because we that was something we had to agree on, right?
Mm-hmm.
The mark of the.
Oh, I don't even remember now.
I'm trying to remember. This is so long ago that I've actually forgotten where it was on Yasmin.
Well,
I think it was on her shoulder.
I think he said it was on her shoulder.
Yeah. Which makes sense considering how much. Well, we'll get into that later, but I think shoulder is what we agreed on.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only thing we know about Delarice's mark is that Medwithin has seen it.
It'd be even funnier if Medwithin hadn't seen it, though. Sorry, I never take off this sling ever.
The sling stays on during. The fanny pack stays on. John, I know I'm kind of railroading you here, but you literally have urban sleuthing powers, and I want you to use your investigation to do some urban sleuthing.
Of course, darling. All right, here we go. Let's
What
see.
is that herb?
I'm taking a look at all my little things that I can do here. I'll just start with an investigation. We'll move from there.
Oh, also I got a 19 on my disguise.
Already recorded.
Nice. Hey, yo, what up? Can I get one of those nice die that you were able to pass out?
I told you. I told you.
Really good.
You can have a short rest. You can have a short rest as part of this.
I took the short rest. I didn't wait for anybody to agree on it. I just did.
I was
bother
perfectly
me.
happy with that.
This is my hour off. You'll be glad you didn't.
I mean, she's able to put together this disguise. You like activity, so we're busy.
That is how I handle real life too. Whatever, you guys. I'm taking a nap. Figure it out.
All right, I'm gonna do.
You
I'm gonna
got
do a little bit.
your. Oof.
Okay, I'm just dropping everything on this. So here we go.
I know that most of the time when you accomplish outrageous, impossible things, it's in the field of two.
It's the field of what, sorry?
You rolled a 2 on the die.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. I was
Okay.
waiting to see what the die roll was
Then
going
just,
to be.
just roll a d20.
I'm going to roll a d20.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use one of my lucks for that.
Mhm.
Oh.
I'm going to
Incredible.
spend an inspiration for that.
That is allowed, yes.
Ow.
Okay, let's try this again.
He's going for the small straight.
Me.
I think you're going to have to satisfy yourself with a 31, John.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else to that. I don't know if there's a way to recover that any more than it already was. So
All right. Well,
Yep.
if
You tried to build your Tower of Babylon, and yet.
hey, miss, I got a 19 charisma. Give me a little slack here.
all right. Hibbity.
Let's see here. God damn it. Yeah, no, I can't.
Wait,
do
do you
anything.
have a is your charisma like
I don't think that
like,
rolled right. I feel like that didn't roll right.
I selected charisma.
You clicked the skill and rolled and selected charisma.
Yeah. Yeah, I selected. Wait, yeah, because it should be more. Because I have an 18 for charisma.
Wait, you're a bard.
That's a plus
at
4.
level 12. Shouldn't
Would
you
it be
be
a
no
plus-
less than a 10 on some of these skills?
I feel like it.
Hold
Wait,
on.
It was a 30. It was a
That's
13
just
on the
a-
roll.
It's just a straight charisma roll, right?
No, you're proficient with the disguise
No.
kit.
Yeah, you have a disguise kit.
Wouldn't that be the +2?
I mean, no, that should be a plus
it
4.
Should, it should
the
be a
plus
lot
2
more
that
than
it
that.
gave you was the bardic. It might even be a plus 5.
Okay.
Could be.
well,
Wait, are you
I don't
proficient
have
with
anything
disguise?
to roll. I am. I don't have anything to roll for disguise kit. It's there,
Hold
but...
on.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Go
So
in
your
there.
charisma, what is your bonus to charisma? +4?
Oh my god, I lied. Okay, hang on. It's asking me for the attribute to roll it with.
That's
there
where
you
you.
go.
Yeah,
Hold
that's
up.
where.
I have my character sheet separated.
Yeah, no.
Guys. Never mind. Okay, let's try that again.
I was gonna be like, there's no way I have a higher charisma check than you. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled
so,
lower though.
no. Here's the thing. The modifier is +8 total. Your
Yeah, we just
original
needed the
roll on
modifier.
the die was a 13, meaning that your original result is a 21.
There
Oh,
you go.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, John, you are scoping out the city, learning its ins and outs, its alleyways, getting the vibe of it, figuring out, looking for little signs of discontent or enforcement, seeing how the Inquisitors work, just basically making an extremely detailed mental map of the city.
Hey, mate.
Mhm.
Question: how long are we putting into this?
How long do you want to put into this? You should probably put
Well,
like
because
8 hours.
We have
because I
8
was gonna
hours.
say, John gets to, because of the level he has a gumshoe, he gets to make this check every 15 minutes without advantage and every 30 minutes with advantage. So I can
Okay.
just keep doing this until it gets better.
Hold on. You're doing 7 hours. No, you're doing 8 hours because 1 hour of break, 8 hours
Yeah.
of work, and then Quartermass comes back. So
Yeah.
8 hours would give you 32 rolls, except that 16 of those rolls, you would get 2 rolls. So here's what we're going to do. Roll
Okay.
16 d20.
Okay. Just do backslash R 16 20.
Yeah, /R space 16 d20. And watch the dice go nuts. Okay, there are no natural 20s or natural 1s in there. So right now, you have a 19. Now roll 32 d20. These are the checks you make with advantage. So these we look at in pairs, right? So the
Okay.
2 and the 16, we take the 16. The 18 and the 6, we take the 18. Blah, blah, blah. The point is natural 20 at some point.
Yes.
So, and no
I
natural
see. You're just,
ones.
you're just like speeding through this. Okay, I see.
Yeah, exactly, right? This is faster. And importantly, you did not roll any natural ones because the natural 1, you had advantage on the roll and it gets nullified.
Aha. Yes.
So-
good.
You got a
That's actually
natural
a
20 on
shockingly good
this.
spread.
What was that?
Just shockingly good. Like looking at the average of the dice, how they set up there, that's like actually pretty solid.
Yeah.
Using up all our good rolls.
So you had.
This is a good roll to do it for, though.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Okay, so you rolled a 2 originally, and you got a total of.
I got a 3 originally.
You got a 3,
All right,
and that gave you 31,
hold the
which means
phone here.
that your modifier is 28. So your total is 48.
Okay.
That's an insane number.
That's stupid. That's D&D 3rd edition epic numbers. That's
Yes.
a stupid number.
That's what happens when you combine somebody who has stuff holdover from 3rd edition and a bard. Deal with it.
Okay, so what I was saying earlier, and then I got distracted because Josie had some actual important things to ask. What I was saying earlier is most. What?
I said, whoa. Hey.
When
I can be important sometimes.
Yeah, but you didn't interrupt. Okay, you interrupted me just now, but I was saying something specifically earlier, and then Josie interrupted me, but her conversation had right of way because of the topic. Most of the time when you do impossible, ridiculous things, it's with magic and technology, which are already impossible and ridiculous. But you were extremely accomplished, superhuman, which means that when you do non-technology, non-magic things, you can still do them like Batman.
Yeah.
And you can still do things that should technically be impossible, such as getting an incredibly detailed scoop, locating all the dissidents, like the maximum. You've been in the city for less than 24 hours, and you know it more intimately than people who have lived here their whole lives and been investigating it their whole lives.
What do you mean? I've been living here for 20 years. My name is Shak Sahul, and I completely blend in. I learned everything I needed to know during that hour of disguise.
What is the next step of your Seeds of Revolution? Remember, this is back and forth between the two of you.
I believe we dug the pit now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now that John's been collecting this information.
I originally thought this whole session was going to be digging the pit. However,
yes,
John has a backhoe, a bobcat that he brought in.
Yes.
So
I'm thinking that while John's working the angle of, like, we're not lighting the fire, obviously, but while John's working the angle of collecting who to give this to, I would assume that De Laurice is working the angle of, like, now that she is a master of the propaganda, she's working on, like, okay, John's feeding me this information about where it needs to go. I need to kind of build the system, you know?
And helping you avoid Inquisitors. So
yeah, exactly.
What would be the next step of propaganda or research, Rosie?
Kind of researching where, like, the best meeting places would be.
John has that unlocked with a 48.
Oh, well, never
that's
mind.
investigation skill, unless you had a different skill in mind.
No, actually, that works.
I was thinking your performance, right?
I think performance would probably be like getting people to meet up.
Well, I was thinking, like, if we were having you start working on, like, modifying the playbills, inserting the bits of code into a lot of these groups that you're inserting yourself into, because whereas John's knowing, like, all the people that this. Oh, sorry, one second.
Yeah, I think we could use performance for that.
Okay.
Sorry, no, I was saying, like, if we apply the performance, thank you so much, to making sure that you are able to insinuate yourselves into these groups that John has helped to find, and you're going to be, at least I would assume, during a lot of the time that John is doing the gathering of where all these are going to be happening and who's involved and whatnot, De Laurice is making us trustworthy. Like, okay, why would we want to work with you? And De Laurice is going to be insinuating their self into these groups and being able to become, like, ghostwriters for a lot of them. And it's like, oh yeah, this is good stuff. This is great. The while inserting,
This is the sort of thing where, like, you don't even need to know who you are. You can just be walking by and you do that thing where you just happen to say some comment and it's like you're incepting their brain and you happen to make one little thing that's going to get somebody to start thinking, and, you know, it seems
Don't
so
think of the pink
innocuous,
elephant.
and they can't. Yeah, exactly. So roll for neuro-linguistic programming.
Is that performance?
Performance.
Or
performance, deception, all other kinds of.
Oh my god.
Well, hold on. Wait. You have a thing. You have bardic inspiration. You can use that on yourself, right?
I don't think you can.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't inspire yourself. Really?
I inspire myself every day. What are they talking about?
Nope. You have to choose one creature other than yourself.
Yep.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of sword bards because they can use theirs on their. That's what it is. Okay, I got.
I mean, 18's not bad. I just have
not
high expectations. Can I roll with advantage? Because I got all of John's information?
Yeah, because of all them deets, baby. That 48. Get them deets.
I will, because here's the thing. All of these numbers are going to end up sort of averaging to figure out your total. So his 48's already kind of incorporated into there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you wanted, I would allow you to move points from that to your roll. If you have a specific reason you want to do that.
No, just a higher number.
Higher number. Yeah, okay.
I mean, 18
If we got a 48, we can move 2 points from 46 down to a 20. I mean, I think that's
big number good,
reasonable.
small number bad.
Okay.
Yeah, we just like big number.
What is the next step between the two of you?
Let's see.
Question: You don't have an? Do you have enhance ability, Josie? The spell
Enhance
enhance. Yeah.
I don't believe I do.
Okay. Can John cast enhance ability?
No.
On them, so that way they get advantage on their rolls.
Yeah.
Lasts for an hour. John can just every now and then come back and
If
just
it lasts for an hour, then yes, you can. For one of your rolls, you can do that.
Then John's gonna just start dropping enhance ability. So yeah, go ahead and roll that with advantage.
Yes. Watch me roll a small
That's why
number.
I've got spell. I mean, this is what my spells are for. This is spell slots. Let me just throw spells. God damn it. Well, we tried.
18 it is. Incredible. Anyways, now what is the next step of your operation?
Leaving some of those altered playbills in unrelated places, like at a cafe table that somebody's vacated, in whatever the Gith equivalent is to like a shopping cart. In like wrapped up in a fresh new newspaper, just kind of like
Wrap it up in their baguette, their gift
Yeah.
baguette.
they roll it up and stick it in their boba straw.
Yeah, boba straw.
Okay, that strikes me as stealth or sleight of hand.
Ooh, nice. Good
Ooh,
idea.
Probably, yeah. Which one's bigger? Oh, stealth.
That's what she
Okay.
said.
John, what's your stealth?
Oh god.
My stealth is pretty good. Can I help with this?
Yes. However, yeah, you can't if you help with this. So you've done 3 right now, 3 out of 5. If you help with this, then you have to be the one who does 2, and Dale Reese has to be the one who does 3 total. If that makes sense.
Do we like the 14? Is there anything else we can do to? Well, this is a new hour, right?
Yeah, burn a spell slot and
burning a spell slot. New hour. Now we're picking decks. God, okay, you know what? No. John's burning his last lucky die. Roll that shit again.
Oh man, are you sure?
Wait for this. I can't wait for this. This is gonna be fantastic.
I believe in you. I believe. God damn it.
Your belief was ill placed.
You know, these things happen. It's okay.
All right, John, you need to do whatever the last thing is.
Okay.
Because that was
Okay.
4 rolls.
Okay.
This is number 5. It needs to be you.
Okay. And then we are going to be finishing this off with we got information. We incepted the propaganda. We have layered it around. We know where it's all going. And now we need to tie it up into a nice, tidy little bow. I think John would like to. Oh, crap. But wait a minute. Your deception is so much better, though. Hold on. me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do it with. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm a hacker. I can do hacking. I can do linguistics. Linguistics is okay. I like linguistics, but I would much
They
rather
don't have
do this.
computers here.
What's that?
They don't have computers here.
They got magic, don't they?
They do have magic. You can be hackermans with magic. Okay. Can I?
Hmm?
Do you have an idea?
Yeah, I do, but go give it to me. Give it to me.
Okay. Either using magic or sleight of hand or something else to just make it so there are comets inscribed in the city, little magical flashes.
Oh, okay.
So people just
Yeah.
start seeing the symbol like subconsciously almost.
Yeah. No, let's do that. John's gonna use graphic design then. He's all about that shit.
Oh, sick.
Can I? Is that a magical effect, by the way?
I mean,
I was
if he uses
thinking of doing a
graphic
little bit
design,
of column A, a little bit of column B.
Well, the reason I'm asking, no, I'm asking if the graphic design thing has any magical aspect to it at all.
I mean,
was
so
gonna say-
John's graphic design inherently no, but he is magical, so he can imbue it if he needs to. Why?
Well, the reason why I'm asking is that if I can take a break from what I'm doing to work with John to make it immune to counterspell, dispel magic, and other things, it becomes that much more
the Inquisitors
realistic
come
when-
by, they scrub it, it doesn't go away.
Yeah,
They dispel
exactly.
it doesn't go away. They end up removing the entire section of wall.
Yeah.
John made it to where like how it was set up, like when you look down on a map, it makes a comment once they
Yeah.
remove all the walls.
Exactly. Just like all those little sort of hidden Mickeys all over the place.
All right.
right.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it.
Yeah, do graphic design with advantage because Yasmin is helping and it can't be dispelled.
Brilliant. All right, and do we have any more bardic inspiration, or are we out now?
Oh, I got 3 more where that came from. Have at it.
Burning the midnight oil.
By the way, while Matt is rolling, I recently saw the movie that Hacker Man was from, and it is amazing.
Kung Fury?
Kung Fury.
Dude,
Did you
Kung Fury
know
is so good.
that there is a full-length feature movie that they made with Michael Fassbender it was a sequel that we don't get to see right now because it's tied up in like legal litigation and stuff.
Wait, you mean the second one? They're not releasing the second one? Really?
They can't right now. Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
I
like
heard
all-
about it and I was excited to see it.
Yeah, there's all sorts of like legal and money and stuff all tied up with it.
LaFawn, have you seen-
Not the creator's fault. It's actually the investors.
Of course it is.
Interesting.
LaFawn, have you seen Kung Fury?
I have not.
It is
Okay.
a 45-minute Kickstarter movie, and it is 100% worth.
There
those
is a
40
scene
minutes.
where our protagonist arrives back in time, but didn't end up where he wanted to be because he had too much time. And then he looks over and he sees this big, buxom lady dressed like a classic opera Viking with a minigun. And he asks
Mounted on a
her-
dire wolf.
Yeah, oh, that's right. She's on a dire wolf. He's like, what era is it? It's the Viking Age. That explains the dinosaurs. And there are
It's so
dinosaurs.
good.
It's
And
Also,
Thor is there. He's a giant old man with a hammer.
The song and the music video that
Hasselhoff.
oh my god, David Hasselhoff made for it is
Peak.
incredible.
It's peak.
Yeah,
Absolute
it's really
banger.
stinking good.
All right, roll visual arts with advantage, please. And a
All
bardic.
right, here we go. I'm putting everything on this. I'm zhuzhing it up. Let's do
I
this.
feel like Banksy is the correct approach at this early phase of the.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. And I'm going to, for this one, unless you say otherwise, I'm going to apply my intelligence instead of my dexterity because I feel like it's less about like how making it look good and it's more about like picking the right places to know where it's supposed to go and all that good stuff. What do you think?
I forbid it. Fuck you. Roll a Constitution saving throw versus death. Yes, you can,
Understandable.
that's
Have a
fine.
nice day.
Yeah, go ahead.
La, 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 la. Yay.
Big number.
Did I really roll a 1 on all of my freaking... No way.
Incredible.
That's a D6, a D4, a D8, and a D10, and I rolled a 1 on each of them. That doesn't seem physically possible. Yeah, I tell you, dude, roll 20, man. Roll 20 has the biggest hard on for 1s and 20s. It is ridiculous.
Swingy.
I
Well,
would
I rolled
love
a
to
19
see how
on the
they're
regular
doing.
roll, so
I would love to see
that's-
their logic for how they're getting randomness.
Yeah,
just because
hard
it's
agree.
interesting. Not because I have any particular problems with it. We all know I'm famously bad with luck. I just find that kind of thing interesting.
Okay.
I don't. It sucks ass. I'm pissed.
Listen, it happens to me with physical dice too. Ones that people give me at random, so it's not like they're loaded dice or whatever. So for me, I just accepted it. When they're nice numbers, I'm happy. When they're bad numbers, I'm like, all right, that's fine.
I want that exchange as a sound effect on my board. I just find it interesting. I don't. It sucks ass. No other context. I think it has a lot of applications.
Understandable. Have a nice day. No, fuck you. Have a nice day. 30. Okay, so 30. So we ended up with a what? A 48, a 32, a 14, an 18,
a 21, a 46, a 20, a 14, and a 32.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Because everything balanced out.
Let's make that a 45 and a 15 instead of a 14.
Sure. So the all important thing is that you are one step ahead of the Inquisitors because of
that was the
hardcore
intention.
investigation, which means that the failed stealth roll didn't end up mattering because even if you were at risk of getting caught, you had up-to-date intel in your ear. John was being the guy in the van and got you out of there with no problem. You have
thank
started
goodness.
an extreme. You have now spread the liberal mind virus to Tunara.
The liberal mind virus, dude. That was my that was my hard rock band in college.
Well, they don't call it the Chuds don't call it the progressive mind virus or the left.
Yeah, no, they really don't.
They call it the liberal mind virus. So the branding is too strong. Okay.
Branding.
Excellent. Then, do you want to be on Tuneroth when Torgamaz returns?
Probably not. Right? Yeah. Did we say
You can get teleported. The Shasal crew can plane shift you back. They have high level spellcasters.
I mean, we've stirred up a storm here, and I've already set the precursors to my next step onwards. So there's nothing really holding us here, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think at this point we can kind of just let the magic do its thing.
Oh, before we go, I would like to disassemble one of my droids.
Oh, okay.
My drones. And not because I want to like make it broken, but I want to take the functional parts that give it its listening capabilities. And I want to incorporate it into the tools I give to the Shasal Cool to set up for my thing so I can listen in on them.
You got it bugged. Okay.
Yeah.
Write that down, please.
Aye, aye. My sensor array is bugged. Not that kind of bug. I don't have those kind of bugs. Oh, godly sensor array bugged.
All right. And then do you want to go back to Perianth?
I think that's probably a good idea.
I think
right
we should go back to Perianth and then select a team to go get
Oh, the pilgrims, easy. Yeah.
yeah, the sun
We'll create our
guy, the man of the hour.
We'll create our badass. Oh, you know what I was thinking it was? I was thinking about reliable talent.
That's the
That's
rogues
what I
one,
was
no?
thinking. Yeah, it's a rogue thing. But a lot of bards and rogues have like similar stuff, so I think I thought that they had it too.
I think
but I suppose that would
parts
be
have jack of all trades where they have half their proficiency on things that they're not proficient at.
yeah. Yeah. That is very true.
Which doesn't really help our bard because
No.
she's performant proficient rather in performance.
Yeah.
Although you have double proficiency now, right?
Expertise in some of them, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Nice. I like that one.
I need you to use the other voice, please. You know which voice.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
That's
It was a little bit-
that's Warframe coded.
Yeah.
That's what's her face? The
That should be a coffee 10
Spice.
All right, I don't remember what this is. It's very swirly.
Oh, this one.
Oh, wasn't that the casting circle around Ingolad
Yes.
when they were trying to
Yes, this
really
was our
lay
like
hands on him?
holy crap field. Yeah.
Is it okay if I remove the holy crap field?
Yeah,
It's
you,
good, but
you,
it's
you
no
can remove the holy
Manzicorian.
crap field. No, you can get rid of it. It's lovely, but you can get rid of it. And there's
Its
a lot of
purpose
it.
has been served.
there's a lot of it, so you're gonna have
We're
to
gonna have to
take your
send in
time.
a team.
By the way, now it's in the shape of a comet. You're welcome.
Cool.
Whatever you scrubbed.
All right.
Oh no! I've been around it for too long. You can't scrub it. Dude, that would suck for the Perionth cleaners because like they probably use prestidigitation for a lot of their stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just show up and they try and clean my room and they're like, "Why isn't it working?"
It's magic.
My God, is this like Tech Magic Dookie? What the hell, Yasmin? Why?
What we call a byproduct.
Don't clean
You
my
don't
room.
bleed the
It's
same
messy-
blood as
it's
you.
messy on the right. It's the right kind of mess.
It's organized. I know where everything is. My piles.
It's just coolant. There's just so much coolant everywhere. It's not coolant. Anyway, Gorgamon, how's it going?
He arrives in a burst of fire and brimstone. It smells like rotten eggs. He is covered in blood.
Looking at John, does John seem surprised at Gorgamon's state?
No.
Okay.
But I am.
He is.
Because this is definitely the first time we've seen Gorgamon's injured.
Oh, it's
I mean,
not
it
his.
might not be. I was gonna say it probably isn't his blood.
No, even when he went for the other thing, we haven't seen him covered in blood, right?
Correct. Roll a.
He never had to go through the blood falls of Asarak in order to get the information he needed.
He's carrying it's a square chest. It's like a crate, but like a strong box. It's made of iron and lined with lead.
Oh.
It has also got some of the blood on it. Roll medicine checks, please.
Medicine checks all around.
Why is medicine wisdom? It should be intelligence.
It really should be, but I would allow sciences here.
Okay, I will take that. 7. Why is it? No, that should not be an advantage. 12.
Oh my God! Ignore the rest of that. I forgot to take off all the bullshit. It's just a 13.
mine is just 12. It's not a 17.
That is Gith blood.
Oh,
cool.
Yes, I recall from all the gift blood I've been seeing lately.
We have been a little bit more into with gift blood than I probably care to. It's more acidic than I like it to be.
You and I have very different reasons for why we have gift blood on our hands.
Wait, what's mine?
You know all too well. It's not. Mine is of the body. Yours is of the mind.
We'll have to talk about that later.
John,
Gorgamoth.
I'm beginning to think I should have asked for a higher price when we struck this deal.
But it was a deal with me, your favorite.
Favorite only goes so far. Nevertheless, as promised, and on time.
And he sets the strongbox down on the ground.
And what exactly is this, Korgamos?
Information and the location of Prince Orpheus's prison.
John approaches the strongbox. And if myself and my compatriots attempt to open this, it's not going to explode or otherwise
Didn't we already
malform
talk
us.
about this? The futility of bickering at this point.
It's less look, you don't get where you are by being overly generous, and I don't get where I am by being overly cautious.
I have to respect it.
Underly.
Would you mind opening the box that you brought us?
That wasn't part of the deal. But since I'm so generous.
And since I'm so cautious. And your favorite. John gives him a little wink.
Opens the box.
In the box.
What's in the box?
Inside is a curious artifact. A polyhedron made of some mysterious metal.
Oh no. Oh no, I know what you had to do to get this. I mean, I don't, but oh no.
It has Gith sigils on every face of it. It tends
Can
to
we
sort
read?
of-
Can I read it? I mean, I can read it. What is it?
Well, let me see if the Baldur's Gate 3 developers actually know what the fuck they put on it.
Sorry, GM. I forgot I have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Is this
I did
the
not
is
forget.
this the laminate configuration?
Laminate
or,
configuration, no.
No.
Let's see. Wow, people went to a lot of work to do this.
It's actually just a Githyanki Rubik's Cube.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's just that the solve of the cube gives you access to a very different location.
I feel like a Githyanki Rubik's Cube would only be solved by throwing it at the head of an Ethelid.
Well, no, it's like, God, I forget what the name of that species was, but it was the totally not the Orville. It was the totally not Star Trek with Seth MacFarlane and all them. And they had that one device where like you play like hot potato with it, but like instead of like oh, what does it do? And like it just shoots blades out of it. So if you're holding it, when it goes off, like it cuts the shit out of you.
This blackened iron icosahedral artifact is an infernal puzzle box with Gith runes on the surface.
You're closer than you thought with the Rubik's Cube.
Right. By the way, what do you normally get when you solve a Rubik's Cube? Because you said instead we get to go to like a very special place. What do you normally get when you solve a Rubik's Cube?
The enjoyment of having solved a puzzle?
Oh no, absolutely not.
That's what you
Yeah,
solved
Keith does them, and it's more, even when he solves them, it's more just like something to fidget with.
Yeah, I don't get dopamine from puzzles.
We do have so this is a good time to highlight that I think just before we returned to Perianth, I would have refreshed the mental links that we were all within it. And because I can read the cube, I will read it out loud in our mind link.
Okay. Somebody went through the effort and they found all of the letters on it, I think.
Okay.
And I don't know if they actually spell anything.
It's just like cool.
Which means that
What
I
are
have to come up with
the letters?
something, and I'll think about it.
Yeah.
It would make more sense for it to make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I say
Well,
out
what-
loud, of course, I don't mean like out. I mean in my brain.
Yeah, in the mind. Yeah. Question: What are the letters, just for those playing at home?
According to this Reddit thread that I found of somebody who went
Here there
in,
be dragons.
Let's see. It is.
That would actually be funny.
The letters are in no particular order.
Oh, hello.
U Q C V W C B A P D I E J E A, and then K, Q or Y.
Interesting.
I will post the thread in backstage and in chat.
Yeah, backstage, baby.
Yeah.
Oh my.
All right.
5 years
That
ago.
is
Whoa.
So interesting.
Also, what's funny, I didn't realize it was an Infernal puzzle box.
Oh, is it just straight up an Infernal puzzle
It's an
box?
Infernal puzzle box.
That's hilarious.
We had one of those in Descent into Avernus for context.
Yeah, we did.
It was very important.
I mean, it's an Infernal puzzle box.
That is so funny. Oh yeah, that absolutely is. Oh my god, that is absolutely what it is.
LaFawn, roll an intelligence check, please.
$23.
Okay.
That's actually pretty. What is that? 17? Yeah.
Oh, that can be an investigation check, actually.
So then +4 to that. So 27.
All right.
I would like to take a crack at it.
Okay. Roll.
It's kind of like up my wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The hell's my? There it is. Investigation. 31. Suck it.
Well, that solves the puzzle box. In Descent into Avernus, you have to get the puzzle box. It has something very, very, very important in it, and you have to bring it to a sage who solves it for you. And I don't think in the module as it was written, it was possible to solve it yourself. Or if it was possible, it was a DC 30 investigation check.
Yeah.
Because if you do solve it, it like jumps a lot of the plot because of what's inside of it. Okay. John, you open it up, and inside is a swirling nexus of astral light. Roll an Arcana check, please.
Me as well?
Yes.
Check. 12.
This is the key / portal to a demi-play that exists in the astral but is only accessible through this device.
Oh, that's interesting.
Over the mental link, Korkamaz was not lying.
Excuse me?
I can see why he asked for. I can see why he wanted to charge more.
Yeah, that absolutely tracks. This is incredible.
I think piggybacking off of the investigation, like to unlock it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume that the runes, being able to read them, there is some indication of like the veracity. This is not just any demiplane. This is the one we are looking for.
You also know infernal puzzle boxes are created by devils, and they are usually used to contain infernal contracts.
I mean, the math adds up.
Mm-hmm.
So
In case
this
you're
was-
wondering, I had to kill a
Yeah.
lot of you for this.
Where did you have to go to find this? Or are you able to share that?
There was an isolated outpost on the astral plane, where it was secreted away. The Lich Queen will hear that it is gone.
I was going to say, I feel like Vlakith is going to very quickly understand that this is missing.
She will not be able to link it to you.
Ah, okay, well then, fantastic. Thank you very much, Gorgamons.
I work through proxies.
As always. Excuse me?
I work through proxies.
And yet,
And my
you're still willing to get your
proxies
hands dirty.
proxies. I created 2 different levels of deniability.
And I'm sure you also have a, what are those, God, what are they called? The little codes that reset every hour?
Authenticator.
Yeah, you got an authenticator and everything. That's
And I
fantastic.
went through 7, VPNs. Good luck finding me.
Oh yeah, dude, you were in what? Okay, I was gonna pick a fun place, but all I could think of was very politically tense places, and that's why I decided not to say anything at all. You were somewhere else. Ireland. You were in Ireland. Yeah, good. Woo.
You were also promised information.
Yes.
The original contract was in fact made by my queen, but not this.
Oh.
Blacketh of the time worked through another devil for it.
And what is the name or identity of this
Hideous,
devil?
insufferable bastard child of Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles was the contract holder for this?
Bastard child.
Oh, a bastard
of
child. I bet you were
Mephistopheles.
calling Mephistopheles a bastard child. Okay, interesting. Okay, good.
Insufferable twat.
I feel like John should be able to ascertain who Gorgamos is referring to.
It's very obscure. Roll history, please. I would also allow Arcana. Anyone can roll history here. If you're proficient, Drozy, because you've gotten out of Oscus, you've had access to other information.
28.
Never heard of him. Or it's too vague. There could be a lot of people.
Too vague, you say. Hold on.
Wait for it.
Words.
Yeah, no clue, Drozy. You just recently learned who Mephistopheles is.
34.
Oh, that would be Raphael. Master of the House of Hope on Avernus.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea who that is. Although I have heard such a man has a very tiny penis, so that's unfortunate.
His singing voice is fairly impressive.
Incredible from what I've heard. Yes, I have it on Spotify. It's crazy.
I don't know if he's going to get involved in this at all. That contract was made a very long time ago.
Interesting.
And I sincerely hope that I do not have to deal with him to fulfill any of the tenets of our contract, because that is going to run up a very large bill that I will not be able to charge you.
Exactly. Which is incredible. And I also hope that you don't have to deal with that, because that would suck.
Using this as the focus of a plane shift spell, or just opening it, as you seem to have done, allows access to the demi-plane, wherein lies Orpheus, the Comet Prince. I have not been inside yet.
Was it because you couldn't open the thing?
I brought it straight to you after killing a lot of Gith.
Did they deserve it at least?
Of course they deserved it.
No, like I'm winking at Gorgamos as I say that. Like that's like a.
So just to clarify, are there shouldn't be anyone in there with Orpheus, I would assume. Like this would just be, you kind of saved us the trouble of having to do the heist then.
I don't know that. I can either owe you one low, simple favor, or I can go ask the only person in the multiverse who might actually know. Your choice.
I kind of like a favor, guys. What do you think? having a
I do like him owing us a favor. I like that.
We're very
Yeah.
specific. This is along the lines of helping you move.
That's fine.
As a metaphor. Metaphorically.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what is inside this or what its defenses are.
You know, I think that's reasonable. You know, that's a good ask. Because, you know, for me, like I will certainly help only my best friends move. I don't just, you know, travel out of nowhere to help just anybody move. You know, because we live pretty far away from Korgamos, so that'd be like, you know, somebody, you know, another state asking you to drive all the way out there to help you move. So that's a pretty big ask.
Anymore, but I am willing to hire movers for them.
Perfect. Not even for being willing to hire people to help us. That sounds incredible. I love that.
I think over the mental, guys, like, I don't think we want Korgamos to ask the person who would know this. Like, just on our side of things, we don't want that.
Yeah, but we're getting even more out of him this way. It's glorious. It's
Mhm.
fantastic.
Well, on the favor side, we also get things out of Korgamos, so we're still getting one up, but with less chance of, you know, getting the attention of another.
When Korgamos uses that voice, I think we all get one up. It's good.
True.
It's nice.
You know what? It's true. It's true.
Is that okay? A little favor?
Yes. Oh my gosh, mom. I mean, Korgamos. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Mommy. Yes. Good.
Korgamos, more like Korgamami.
Yeah, more like Korgamami.
How does Korgamos feel about being objectified like this? You ever ask?
Sometimes it's a useful tool for negotiating with mortals and getting what you want out of them.
Every time Korgamos shows up, they get slightly shapelier until eventually, like, they're just wearing a full-blown skirt. They're like, what do you call it? Oh, there's a word for it. God, lizards have it. Drowsy, help me with this. The frill. It's like a crest. Yes. Their crest and frills look a lot more like, you know, flowing hair, whether, you know, pulled back into, you know, some kind of style or not. And then eventually they grow very obviously mammalian, you know, implants that serve no purpose on a dragonborn. You know, but they're there regardless.
Well, they serve a purpose.
They serve a purpose, all right.
Korgamos has real big Findom energy.
Yes. The yassification of Korgamos.
The yassification of Korgamos. Dude, okay, I gotta say, first of all, hilarious. Second of all, that is definitely something that Bill Shakespeare would have written. You know, like, it's right up there, like, with the taming of the shrew, the yassification of Korgamos.
That's the play that Daleries vandalized.
I was gonna say, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, convert me already.
Yassifying of the Lich Queen.
And, Daleries, I'm going to need you to sign for this.
And he produces a folded box. It is not wagon sized.
This better be like a takeout container of holding. Otherwise, you will owe me a favor as well.
Don't put
It's a
this in a
demi-plane
bag
to
of
the-
holding, that's all I'm saying.
It's a demi-plane to the plane of wagons, and one of them is ours.
I could have gone to the demi-plane of French fries, but going to the demi-plane of wagons and filling one with French fries suited me better. It's like a fun adventure. No, it's just full of French fries.
Amazing.
So can I try one of these fried? We don't have this word. It's unfamiliar in my mouth.
You're telling me a French fried all these?
Now, I have provided transportation in the form of the astral prism itself. That will provide transportation to and from. That part of the contract is fulfilled. The location, layout, defenses, traps, and additional lore, I am waiving in place of a favor. I am prepared to administer the non-detection magic.
and he pulls out an amulet made of infernal iron on a chain.
I am assuming, because this is going to lead back to us, he has some way of masking this artifact, right?
That's what the lead is for.
Hmm.
And that's why we're having this meeting in a place under a private sanctum spell. Keep it in the box.
Who wears the amulet?
This is for the prince.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, mate.
Yes.
Does he have to attune to it?
No,
Okay, good.
but it won't work forever.
Hmm. How long will it work for?
9 days, 9 hours, and 9 minutes.
Great. Wait, not 9 seasons or whatever?
The duration was never specified in the contract.
Ooh.
And you are full. Well,
And you
Wasn't
are
it?
fully capable of maintaining this beyond that point. Applying this immediately without burning any of your resources will allow you to extract the prince safely and then take him into your own auspices. I have fulfilled the letter of the contract, and if I had pulled for more, it would have drained additional resources which I needed in order to fulfill the contract in the first place. Therefore, this is not a violation.
No, I'm just making sure that we didn't specify, because I'm thinking, like, as part of all this, we were talking about how, like, we needed to make sure that we weren't gonna, it wasn't gonna lead back to us. How would this not include the whole leading back to us, because we needed to keep him, you know, on the
If
lam?
he's in your custody and not shielded from scrying, I didn't make that lead back to you, and I'm not responsible.
But you did promise to provide non-detection for him.
Yes, and here it is.
Hmm.
For
But
9
did we?
days, 9 hours, and
hold
9
on.
minutes.
Hmm. I'm gonna let this stand, but
This
I'm
has
gonna roll a tape back.
already been an extremely good deal for you, John.
This is
No,
not John. This is
bullshit.
Matt saying. No, this is Matt saying. I'm gonna roll the tape back. I'm gonna go find that episode. I'm gonna roll the tape back because I that seems like such an obvious thing that I just feel like I wouldn't have missed. But damn.
if you find a clip, then I will retcon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If John is fully willing to eat his humble pie, in this, and not even balk at it. Be like, absolutely, of course. You know, you got. Hey, this is why I'm your favorite. I'm not even gonna, you know, whine and complain about
in
it.
fairness to Korgabaz, which I can't believe I'm saying, 9 days with us not having a sanctuary for the person we're holding in custody is a significant amount of time.
Yeah, and that's, you know, if you can't get it done within 9 days, given your demonstrated capabilities, then you fucked up.
The only reason I'm okay with this is that in the last year and a half, we've probably gone through about 9 days. So I feel like we're probably okay.
Actually, keeping track of it, it's slightly more than that because it took a couple of weeks to get the ship built.
Yeah, there were times.
There was, but we are definitely less than 6 months.
Yeah.
Like since we left Oscus, we're less than 6 months. Kind of thing.
Yeah. I just mean like, okay, let's just say like what was it, a half year now that I've started playing again? Like it's definitely been like no more than 2 weeks since I came back.
I'm in a play-by-post game that's going on almost a year now, and we've made it about 11 days.
Nice. That's the beauty of being good at things. Things get done pretty quickly.
The density of content to time is very high.
It is funny because I was just talking about this actually in one of our home games. This thing's been going on since I think 2018. So technically it's like 7-8 years now. That we've on and off been playing this thing, but we've put quite a big chunk of time in there. And one of the characters is a boy they rescued like episode 1 or 2, like when we first were doing it, one of the first few sessions. And he is like fully grown from like a 10-year-old up to like a 16-year-old in the span of like what would eventually be like maybe 9 months of like in-game time. But because like we've been playing this for so long, he started off as this little kid that everyone was like raising up and slowly but surely teaching how to be like a proper adventurer. And now he's like, he had his first like swinging date with a prostitute, like, you know, about a year ago. And it was like, it's like, dude, this guy was 10 when you guys found him. And he's certainly not 10 now. I don't know how that happened, you know, but I've had to kind of like in world kind of figure out like, maybe he was 13 when you guys found him. He just was a really young 13.
It was astral magic.
Yeah.
A wizard did it.
A wizard did it. My
It's like one of
my
those,
thought
eternal
process.
Clouds. Oh, you know, like eternal cartoon clouds where it's raining over
Yeah.
one person, except it's just like a time speed up until he gets the appropriate age, and then it vanishes.
My in world theory that I'm like gonna like pull the trigger on is that like he ended up like doing a reverse hyperbolic time chamber where he ended up like, cause he ended up becoming like a Fey Wanderer as like his subclass. And so he ended up somehow losing some years
going into the Fey realm and spending
in
time
the other world.
training,
Yeah,
lifting weights.
exactly. And so he was just like over time, like, you know, like, wow, he's like aging quick, like one of the clones, you know, from Star Wars. It's like, dude, this guy's really aging up. And it's like, oh yeah, man, dipping in the Feywild to do that to you. So, but yeah, it's just funny how much you can get, how much you can do in such a short amount of time in a real amount of long time. I mean, it makes sense. You know, we'll have 45-minute battles that last, you know, 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You kind of forget how quick a round is.
The timer for 20 minutes, it went off in 4 seconds.
Was there anything you need from Korgmaz?
No, I think we're good. I mean,
Unless he wants to go with us. I mean, he might have fun.
it's true.
Has
Are you busy,
has anybody ever invited him on an adventure? Maybe he just wants to get out and make friends.
Most people ask, where is Korgamos? We ask, why isn't Korgamos with us?
How is Korgamos?
How is Korgamos?
Daleries, roll a persuasion check.
I've been rolling crappy all night. Please don't fail me.
Hey?
That's shockingly
fucking
bad
kidding
for
me.
you.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that is bad.
Roll a 5.
Does anybody at all have an inspiration for that one?
I tragically do not.
You don't have any more of that magic spell?
Enhance ability.
Oh, the spell? Yeah. Oh, how I totally popped that on her.
Korgmaz, you go with us.
I'm not really feeling it.
Korgmaz, will you go with us?
You totally changed my mind. I'm seeing everything from a new perspective.
Are you burning
The
the spell?
perspective being the deep. What is it? What color? What color are Daleris's eyes?
Oh, there we go. I'm gonna go with purple because I got main energy.
Yeah.
Character energy like that.
It's like purple with like a little shade of like azure blue. So it's like, oh yeah. Just like the blue as dragon.
That's not specifically covered in our contract, but I suppose it would be doing you a favor.
Now hold the phone. Wait a minute. Say it in the other voice.
I mean, that isn't really covered by our contract, but I suppose I could be doing you a favor.
Oh god damn it! Why does that work so well? I would say it's up to Daleries. John is very much like, this is a very important thing. We got a free favor out of a devil, but yeah, if you want,
Let's do it.
all right, done. Hot Korgmaz
Have you
has
seen
joined the
this
party.
guy's stat block?
Yeah. Hey, that
Actually-
sounds fantastic.
Yasmin, have you seen his stat block?
I believe I have. I remember because that was like one of the first things I did. No.
Most likely. A blue Avishai is a CR 17 creature that can cast up to level 7 spells.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
He's a 13th level spellcaster. So
The
he's not-
little thing. Korgmaz has temporarily joined your party. They get a once per day effect, Devil's Bargain. As long as you aren't a dick about it, they'll give you a tiny little bargain.
Korgmaz, Digivolve 2.
Sexy Korgmaz.
Oh yeah.
You know,
we need to give Corgamaz a nickname. You can't be in the party and not have a nickname.
Mozzie?
what? Corgamami. We already said that.
True. You know what? Fair. Mommy for short.
Or if we want, we can call them Gams. You know, because of those
Oh yes.
assets.
Pass.
Oh gosh.
And
the great thing about nicknames in a group is that you don't get to decide if you pass or not.
oh yeah, that's how Air Force pilots get their call signs. They don't pick them, and they are inevitably based on an embarrassing story from the barracks. Oh, she sneezed in my face. It's time. Oh, this has been a Comet Society adventure. We'll see you later.